MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. And Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
From James G. Anderson Field here at Marshfield High School, 2 4-1 teams ready to duke it out in the Patriot League Conference matchup. We have a good one ahead of us here on Marshfield Community Media. Will Nicholson alongside Andrew Youngworth. Andrew, it's great to be back home and it's great to be calling Marshfield football once again.
Couldn't agree with you more. After almost a month of not being at home, we're finally back here at James G. Anderson. And for a change, we have an afternoon game. We have a nice 2 p.m. kickoff here at Marshfield. Weather could not be better. We're looking at 70, sunny, and no wind whatsoever. Perfect conditions here at Marshfield High School.
It is looking beautiful here at James G. Anderson. Rams won the toss, elected to receive, and Varholak ready to kick off for the Harbormen. Both teams coming at 4-1. We are underway. It's a little pop kick to the left. It's going to take a bounce and roll out of bounds. Flag will come in. Richardson on the coverage. Ekstrom laying down a hit as well, but it will set up Marshfield with great field position once again. Andrew, both teams come in here 4-1. Marshfield obviously the dominant win versus Silver Lake 48-6, and then Hingham won versus Whitman Hanson 27-6. So some high-powered offense we're getting ready to see.
Absolutely, both teams with very solid records. Both teams coming off of big wins. Only difference here is in the strength of schedule. Hingham has not been able to play the competition that Marshfield has. So this is Hingham's first true test of the year, and let's see if Marshfield can keep their momentum rolling here in this Patriot League matchup.
And already you're seeing a little change in the offense. We've got some more people out there. A quick start by the Rams, and that'll be a false start. Back them up 5 yards, and we will replay first down on the opening drive. The word is today you got a couple of guys still hurt. You got Crowley and Nicholson, who's out with a concussion. Then coming back, Charlie Carroll is in gear. He is active, as well as Cole Summers. You know, not Aiden Summers, the tight end, but Cole, the receiver, could see some activity today. So the Rams will be backed up by 5. First down and 15. It's true to the right of the senior quarterback, Moss. He's going to take the snap, looking to throw, and he's got plenty of time. Stepping up in the pocket still. No pressure. It's a deep ball. D'Antonio wide open. It's a one-play touchdown. No one will catch Jake D'Antonio. Marshfield, first play, first touchdown, a 6-0 lead.
I mean, you can't get a much more perfect start than that, minus the false start. Tormos gunning it out to a wide-open D'Antonio, who somehow sneaked his way through all the safeties in the backfield, able to get a really quick and easy touchdown. 6-0 Marshfield. What's underappreciated is how much time Tormos had in the pocket. That's phenomenal blocking from the O-line, who are currently one starter down, as you have already mentioned.
And we mentioned at the beginning of the year, there was a great article written by, I believe, the Boston Globe, talking about the strengths and weaknesses of this Marshfield offense. You know, the strengths were all the skill players coming back. One of the questions were, will the offensive line step up? They're young. They've answered the call so far. They went for 2. Blinking, you missed it. It won't be good. It was short. Rams go for 2, will not convert. You know, as we were saying, one of the weaknesses, quote unquote, for this Marshfield team, they said coming in, can this offensive line hold up? And they did perfectly right there, as they have all year.
Yeah, absolutely. This O-line able to lock down Hingham's D-line, which they have done a phenomenal job doing in the past couple of weeks. Last week, coming off a 48-6 win, Silver Lake's defense had nothing on Marshfield's offense. And looking at last year's matchup between these two teams, Marshfield was up 36-6 at the half when they put in their substitution players, ended up winning 43-22. So Marshfield had their way with Hingham last year, and by the looks of it, so far, they're having their way just one play in.
That seems to be the look so far. Marshfield offense continues to be dominant. That was Tormos's 9th touchdown so far. He's got 854 yards through the air, 266 on the ground through the first 5 games. I mean, you couldn't ask for more. Maybe the turnovers get down a little bit, but senior quarterback, dual threat, has played phenomenal so far.
And that's what he's been doing in the past 2 years. He's just carrying it on from last year. Tormos, perfect high school quarterback.
Oh, Drossopoulos kicked it deep, and it's right on the 1 yard line. Hingham has to run this one back, and it's going to be right there. Did the ball come out? Marshfield thinks they have it. It was a fumble kickoff return. Let's see the call from the officials, which way we will be heading. So the Harbormen do actually recover, but it was a fumble. And Drossopoulos with a massive kick. He kicks it deep. Hingham thinks it's going to go out. That was Finn O'Brien, the senior, who had to get on it and make sure it didn't get recovered by the Rams. What a kick by Drossopoulos.
Yeah, that ball could not have bounced worse for Hingham, could not have bounced better for Marshfield. Hingham is going to take possession at, I think, the 3 yard line, as we have an injured Ram on the field down there. Can't really make out who that is yet, but we got a Ram injured on the special teams unit.
Yeah, training staff is going to go out and make sure that they are okay. So we're going to take a break here on MCM. Rams lead 6-0. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
First down for the Harbormen on their own 10-yard line.
And we are back here. James G. Anderson. It was Keegan Holt went down momentarily, but he seems to be good. Maybe a little cramping. You know, we mentioned it's hot out here today. It's great weather, but I mean that will play a part in cramping.
Yeah, I mean it's not what you want to see. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. Marshfield's defense looking to
11:41 in the first quarter. Hingham from their own 5 yard line. It's a pitch play to the outside and hit immediately by the Marshfield D-line. Going to be a loss of yards. I think that was Ekstrom who got there first, as well as the rest of that core of this defense that has been so good. Bring up second down.
Yeah, this defense, as you mentioned, has been on fire. That was Jake Ekstrom and Dylan Burho able to get to that running back instantly and not only get him nowhere, but he actually lost yardage there. That's going to be 2nd and 12 on the 6 yard line.
I think they're trying to get Jack Stevens into the game. Marshfield changes their defense up a lot. You know, they have a heavy set that they can go in. They like to bring in Drossopoulos sometimes, bring in an extra cover man, which is what they got right now. It'll be second down. It's about a 3 yard loss, 2 yard loss, second down and 12. And Hingham, the Harbormen will take the snap, hand off to the back up the middle. Nowhere to go once again, and Marshfield will shut it down. The defensive line playing well so far.
Yeah, everyone there was ready for that. And this defense, in their last affair, only let up 6 points by the half. Ekstrom had a sack. Molander had a tackle for loss. These veteran defenders are too familiar with this Hingham offense.
So here comes the change for the Rams. Burho will come out, and they'll bring in number 12. They'll bring in Phoenix Beauregard, an extra cover man, as it's 3rd and long for the Harbormen. Got to mention, this is Noel Ruscio at quarterback for Hingham. And they like to shift around their running backs a good amount, but they are in a tough spot right now. 3rd and long, Ruscio going to take the snap. He's looking to throw. He has to step up in the pocket. Pressure's coming. He's going to throw over the middle off a Marshfield defender. Beauregard there on the coverage. And Hingham, dire need now. They're going to have to punt this one away from about their own 5 or 6 yard line.
Yeah, this should set Marshfield up for a great return. If you take a look at midfield, Jake Brilliant is currently standing on Hingham's side of the field. So Marshfield is expecting to get phenomenal field position. Let's see if this special teams unit can get the job done.
And it will be, once again, interesting there. We're going to try and keep you updated. Charlie Carroll, who was last year's best receiver, is geared up today. He had that injury in his leg. He was in a boot for a little bit, but he is back. Whether he'll play today or not, we're not sure, but that'll be a good thing to look at. This punt will go just short of Brilliant, who will return it. Makes a cut, can't break the tackle, but good coverage by the senior receiver. He'll get down to the Hingham 40-yard line, and the Rams offense will take over.
As you just mentioned, Charlie Carroll may be looking to get some snaps today. Cole Summers is not in full uniform, so Summers is guaranteed to be out for this week's game. Hopefully we see him in gear next week, but Cole Summers will not be making the return this week. However, we look to be seeing some more production from number 88, Aiden Summers, the tight end. You see him walking out onto the field now. Marshfield looking to get more than one play on offense, maybe utilize some other guys here.
100%. I mean, we've talked about how big Summers has been with Crowley going down. He's had to step up, play a big role, and he has answered the call when he's had to. Rams first down and 10 from the opposing 40-yard line. Moss going to send Brilliant in motion to the right. Take the snap, early jump once again. And we'll see who this was against. Maybe the Rams jumped early on this one.
Yeah, these are just more foolish penalties from Marshfield.
Yeah, they're going to back the Rams up 5. Be a first down and 15. That's the second false start we've seen already from Marshfield. Could that be the new offensive line? They move some guys around. It's Gerard at center, who hasn't played since St. John's Prep, I believe, with the sophomore Nicholson at right tackle going down. They've had to shuffle some guys around. Senior captain Tommy Bongelotti has moved over to replace him. And Justin Amaral, another sophomore who has stepped up, playing that right guard position.
Yeah, I mean, the O-line, I mean, it's most of the same players. They're just flipped around a little bit. And something as simple as a slight position change can cause so many miscues on offense.
100%. I mean, the snap count right now, Gerard probably not caught up to speed just yet. It's been Bongelotti snapping for a long time. But we'll reset here. Rams trying to make their second drive as good as their first. Mass going to take the snap. He's going to throw the screen to Brilliant. Brilliant to the outside. He gets a big block, but a good play by the defense. Brilliant actually stayed on his feet there for longer than you would think. Won't pick up a first down, only a gain of a little. Bring up second down.
Yeah, Hingham's defense was all over that. They were able to make sure Brilliant wasn't able to gain any yardage. Brilliant still able to gain 3 or 4 yards with that pretty good broken tackle. We got second and 10 here because of the false start penalty. So now they're right back to where they started.
Ryan Klein, the Harbormen, on the tackle as well. Second down and 9. Brilliant goes back and forth in motion. They're going to take the snap. Moss is going to keep it himself. Up the middle. Tor Mass diving forward, and he has plenty for a first down. The senior quarterback uses his dual threat ability, and the Rams over the chains.
Yeah, and Hingham completely fell for that one. That Daventry Tormos read option is so unbelievably dangerous.
They're going to go quick here again. Moss, play action. He's looking to throw. Deep, end zone, touchdown, no! Off the hands of his intended receiver. Believe that was Aiden Summers, the tight end. Thought he was going to be able to reel that one in. And Summers, a chance for his first touchdown of the year, not quite.
And I believe Summers thought he was able to reel that one in too. He was not very happy that he let that one drop. He's trying to make a huge statement here, and I believe he's still going to continue to do that.
9:07 remaining in the first. Rams will go right back to the line. Second down and 10. Moss in the gun, True to his right. He'll take the snap, throw the screen to True. True gets a block, getting upfield to the 10, the 5, diving to the pylon, and he stayed in bounds the whole way. Touchdown Marshfield. Davin True punches home another, and the Rams go 2 for 2 on their drives.
We've been waiting to see this from Davin True for a little bit now. Davin True kind of has woken up since his not so great game against Mansfield. Silver Lake and Hingham, Davin True so far has had an amazing game today, and he had a fantastic game last week. You love to see that from a guy who had 23 touchdowns the year prior.
Yeah, he was a touchdown machine last year. He's cooled it off a little bit, and the Rams have responded by going through the air. Well, we got the 2-point attempts, or the extra point attempt, but the Rams went for 2 last time, but now Drosopoulos will jump back and get ready to kick this one through the uprights. Brilliant is the holder. Snap to Brilliant. It's good. Drosopoulos will kick it through the uprights over the snack shack of Marshfield. It will hit the roof. And we have a 13-0 lead here early in the first quarter for the Rams.
You can't ask for a much better start than what we've had here so far. 13-0 Marshfield. Defense has done their part. Offense has done their part. Everything's gone swimmingly for Marshfield here so far in this game. We're only 3 minutes in. For those of you watching at home, we have 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Already 2 touchdowns for Marshfield's offense, and Marshfield's defense currently has let up -1 yards.
It has been a dominant first quarter for the Rams. I mean, we talk about last year. I mean, Davin True came in here, rushed for 3 touchdowns, 2 yards short of 100 yards on the day. Carroll with 101 receiving. They're up 36-6 at half. But the most important thing I think you can note from this Rams team, they only punted 1 time last year versus Hingham.
And with a second half of substitution players, that is such an impressive stat for Marshfield. I mean, putting up 43, only punting once, is something that should never go unnoticed.
And Drosopoulos getting ready to kick this one back off. We have on your scoreboard at home, we have 13-0. It says 12 right now, but I'm pretty sure Drosopoulos made that kick, so we will keep you updated with that. We'll keep Sean Leary in the studio updated as well, running that scoreboard. Drosopoulos' kick will land in the end zone, and great punt once again at Nick Drosopoulos, number 0. And the Harbormen finally have a chance to put a drive together from not their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, with that touchback, that gives Hingham by far their best field position of the day so far. This Marshfield defense so far has been absolutely dominant. Alex Molander leads the team with 70 tackles. Then some other stud players. Charlie Leach has 55 tackles. Will Devine with 47 tackles, coming off of a pick 6 last week, as is Dylan Burho, the D end, with a pick 6. So Marshfield's defense cannot be feeling any more momentum than they have this past couple of weeks.
It was a party in the end zone last week versus Silver Lake for the Rams defense. 2 pick 6s on the day, trying to repeat that success. Ruscio going to take the snap, throw over the middle. That one is caught. No, incomplete, dropped by the intended receiver for the Harbormen. Ruscio's pass will fall incomplete. Intended for Bailey will bring up 2nd down.
And Will Devine able to get a deflection on that pass, causing the incompletion. That was a great play by Will Devine that goes unnoticed by a good amount of people. Will Devine was actually able to tip that pass and cause the ball to go off course.
Marshfield going to bring in Burho, bringing an extra defensive end. Beauregard will check out for now. I think that's what makes this Rams defense so dynamic, their ability to bring in different guys for situations.
Yeah, their depth is unbelievable. You got 20 guys on this defense, so you could sub in and out, and you would have no problem with them being in there. Aruka trusts so many of his defensive guys.
2nd down and 10. Ruscio in the gun, going to take the snap. Handoff to the back. The Rams D-line says no, not going to let him go anywhere. A whole swarm of Rams defenders tackle for a loss. It'll be 3rd down. Molander got there first.
The linebacker duo of Molander and Leach are all over senior captain Alex. No, that's senior captain. That's Ryan St. Croix. They're all over him.
And St. Croix, the captain for this team, running back, and they're going to need him to step up big. That's where Marshall has been vulnerable this year. We talk about all the great running backs that they've played so far. They're going to have to answer another one here. 3rd down and long for the Harbormen. Ruscio in the gun. He's going to take the snap. Roll out to his right. Pressure's coming. He's running out of time. Devine gets there. The ball is loose. It's going the other way. Another defensive touchdown for the Rams. A fumble, a scoop and score. The Rams defense 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games.
This Marshfield defense in the past couple of weeks has been near perfection. A scoop and score, something that we haven't seen in all season, I believe. I think that's the first scoop and score this year. Will Devine forcing the fumble. Charlie Leach taking that right to the end zone, no problem. That's going to make it 19-0 Marshfield.
Charlie Leach, once again, he's played phenomenal for this team this year. Another guy who has had to step up, play a big role. The players with an interception so far for the Rams. Devine has 2, Bergameska, Leary, Bongelati, Burrow. And I mean, everyone for the Rams has contributed so far this year on the defensive side. Rams attempting the extra point. Drosopoulos will kick this one through the uprights and good.
Extra point is good.
And that will bring the score. It says 19-0. Did Drosopoulos miss a kick?
The ref signaled that it was good earlier in the game, I believe.
So we're going to stick, I think, right now 20-0 because I'm pretty confident that's the score. But nonetheless, Rams, big lead here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you really could not have asked for a much better start. Marshall defense going to look to shut down this Hingham offense again because their quarterback right now is currently Jake Varlak. Noel Ruscio is not in right now. They have the junior in. And putting your backup quarterback against the Marshfield defense, as we have learned in the past, does not tend to work out very well. Silver Lake had to use their emergency quarterback last week. resulted in 2 pick sixes and an absolutely stunning Marshfield defense.
Yeah, it was the junior Sean Barry who went down for Silver Lake, and an injury that you hate to see, and that led to disaster the rest of the way for the Lakers. Rosopoulos ready to kick this one off. He's going to boot it deep, and this one will be fielded once again. This is O'Brien getting up the middle. He has a gap, but the Marshfield Rams will close it down. Decent return, get about to that 28-yard line. Maybe a little shorter, actually. Nonetheless, Harbormen 1st and 10.
If you're Hingham here, you got to figure out how to get any sort of momentum on offense, because right now it's 19-0 with 8 minutes left in the first. We were talking about how there was only 9 minutes a decent amount ago. Only 1 minute has passed, and since then we've had a scoop and score and a solid kick, and now Hingham needs to try to gain some momentum because we're 4 minutes in and Marshfield's already secured 3 touchdowns.
Apologies to the junior Varholak, who is the quarterback as well. So apologies to him getting that wrong. We'll fix that. Varholak going to take the snap. Wanted to throw the slant. He has to roll out to the right, throw it deep, and that one, we'll see if it's caught. They say no, it hit the ground, incomplete. Good coverage by the Rams, 2nd down.
Absolutely, and I agree with the call from the ref. You were able to hear the noise of the ball hitting the turf first.
Okay, so update, they missed the field goal on the first, or the extra point, excuse me. So it is 19-0. Apologies for that. Scoreboard got it right.
It's funny, it looks perfect from up here.
It looks good, yeah. We'll say it looked good. Drosopoulos, who has been automatic all year as well, you thought that he was going to push that one through, but it's 19-0. Nonetheless, for the Rams, who have had a phenomenal defensive stand so far. Offense 2-2 on drives, but the defense been the talk right now. 2nd down and 10. Varholak going to hand this one up the middle. Big gap opens up for the running back, and a gain of about 7 or 6. We'll see where they spot it, but it'll bring up 2nd down.
And those are the kinds of plays that Hingham's going to need to do if they want to gain some momentum back in this game. That was senior captain Ryan St. Croix, another senior captain running back. As we've mentioned, Marshfield's faced a really good lineup of running backs.
Yeah.
So Ryan St. Croix has some shoes to fill if he wants to match their competition against this Marshfield defense.
And that is where the Rams have struggled, being able to stop these big-time running backs who have been so electric. I mean, they've held them to a certain extent, but just feels like these running backs at one point or another break one loose. It'll be 3rd down at about 4. Varholak in the gun, going to send a receiver in motion, take the snap, look to throw, over the middle, caught. Bergameska's going to wrap him up, but a 1st down picked up for the Harbormen, and that's their first down of the game. Passes caught by TJ Reel. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, Marshfield was in a zone defense there. Not too much communication, able to leave that man wide open on the slant route. That's going to be a 1st down for Hingham. Marshfield can't get too relaxed here. They got to still stand on business and get the job done. Aruka seems unhappy with the defense's production.
That's JT Reel, excuse me, not TJ, who made the catch. I think we have a Ram down right now.
That's
so
Cosman, I believe.
That will be a huge loss for the Rams. So I think we're going to take a quick break as quick as we can right now, and we'll get you back here on MCM. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Folks, we understand you always have a choice. When choosing
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
We are back here. James G. Anderson Field. It was Cosman that went down. So the Rams just going to bring in.
Keegan Holt went in.
There we go. So they're going to bring in an extra linebacker. They're going to go 3 down linemen. 1st down and 10. Varholak going to take the snap. LaCroix up the middle once again. A big gap. Molander and Bergameska once again have to come up to make the play. That'll be a big gain. About 7 or 8. Bring up 2nd down.
It's good news seeing Keegan Holt come back in because he was the one who got hurt on that kickoff earlier in the game. So it's good to see that it wasn't a serious injury. Keegan Holt able to come right back into the game. As we just saw there, Dylan Burho subbed in for Phoenix Beauregard. They're going to be more D-line heavy here on just 2nd and 2 on Marshfield's 47.
It'll be a 2nd down. You got Varholak in the gun, going to send tight end in motion. 2 receivers to his right. He'll take the snap. Play action. He'll throw to the outside to his receiver, who's got a 1st down and more. Still breaking tackles, but stepped out of bounds. But enough picked up for the 1st down for the Harbormen.
This is exactly what we were talking about. Hingham needed something to spark anything. getting on Marshfield's side of the field on Marshfield's 38. Hingham starting to get a little sense of identity here. Marshfield can't get too relaxed. They need to be able to shut Hingham down and get the ball back.
6:10 remaining in the first quarter. I mean, like, quite opposite of what we had the couple games. We've had quick, pacey games so far. A lot of stoppage in this one and a lot of scoring from the Rams, which has led to that. 6:10 in the first quarter. First down and 10 for the Harbormen. Varholak has LaCroix to his right. He'll send a man in motion. Hand off to the motion man. Getting upfield. Getting a good gain. Keeps his head down and keeps his feet moving. Gain of about 7 once again, and these big chunk plays for the Harbormen on the ground.
And the story of Hingham's offense so far has been their O-linemen creating a bunch of holes for the running back, creating great blocking opportunities for these wide receiver screens. This O-lineman for Hingham is no joke, and this D-lineman's going to have to adjust to that pretty quickly here.
Chase Bailey, the junior, was the motion man on the handoff, and he picks up a gain of 8. Second down and 2. Varholak in the gun, going to send tight end in motion right. Back behind him, he'll take the snap, hand off to LaCroix, up the middle, trying to get a field, but the Rams defensive line there for a tackle for loss, bring up third down.
That's what we were looking for right there from this Marshfield D-line. David Sheehan and Jack Stevens were right there waiting for him. That's going to make it 3rd and 2. I don't think they gained any yardage. Marshfield going to look to try to force a 4th down opportunity because you got to imagine Hingham goes for it at that spot right there on the field.
I mean, down 19, it feels like you would have to, at this point, try and get back into the game. They're going to bring in an extra receiver right now, so the tight end checked out for the Harbormen. That is number 24, Charlie Shape. Bring in another wide receiver. Try and go through the air here. It was a tackle for loss, so it's a 3rd down and about 4 for the Harbormen. Varholak in the gun. He's got a back behind him. And a tight formation. Hingham going to take the snap. Varholak has time. It's running out, though. He has to try and scramble forward. He has a gap. Getting upfield, he will be hit pretty hard by that Rams secondary, but he will pick up a 1st down.
Something Marshfield hasn't come across in a couple of weeks is a mobile quarterback who's able to not only throw the ball, but be able to escape those tough situations. So if Marshfield isn't able to stop Varholak's speed, that could become a problem later on in the game.
It was Devine and Molander who had to come up and make the stop for the Rams. Will Devine been an electric player for this team, a senior captain, as the Rams will bring in another defensive end in Burhow on the 1st down.
Yeah, Marshfield looks D-line heavy here, and I can see why. Their D-line been the story of this game so far, forcing the fumble and forcing good opportunities.
Varholak going to hand up to LaCroix once again. Up the middle, the Rams D-line will be right there, only a gain of about 1. Bring up 2nd down.
Hingham's currently on Marshfield's 25-yard line. They're starting to get within field goal range. You got some scrapping going on between some of these Marshfield and Hingham players. It's starting to get a little scrappy here. I believe there's a flag on the floor. I think there's a flag on the field.
We'll see what the call is there. I mean, these Patriot League matchups, always a rivalry. You know, these guys don't live too far apart, so it's always a little bit extra going into it. Both teams trying to be undefeated in conference.
They're going to call that on Marshfield.
Yeah, personal foul against the Rams. Rams crowd, as they always do, will tell you exactly how they feel about the call.
Of course. And especially Marshfield and Hingham is a very well-known rivalry among the South Shore. These two towns go at it in every single sport. Football is no exception. So you're going to see some scrap here. Hingham, with that penalty, has fantastic field position at the Marshfield 11.
4:05 in the first. Rams with a 19-point lead. Varholak sends his tight end in motion, and an offensive lineman of the Harbormen jumps, so we'll have another penalty. We'll back him up 5 more. A lot of penalties here in the first.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's the 3rd false start in this game from both teams combined. That's the 3rd false start. That's going to set them back to the 16-yard line. That's going to give Marshfield a sense of momentum right there. As now it is 1st and 15. Marshfield's going to try to see what they can do because Hingham's first down line is the 1. So it's pretty close to 1st and goal on the 16.
I think the video board just
showed
a picture of a ref playing Snoop Dogg. That's the first time I've seen that graphic. But
yeah, I kind of got distracted by that as I was talking there. You absolutely love to see that.
The Be Something Special BSS organization of Marshfield making that happen. It's a quick pass to the outside. Bergameska can't make the tackle. They'll say he stepped out of bounds. So 1st down, I believe, picked up will be a 1st down and goal. And Hingham moving quick. I barely even saw the snap. They just went.
Yeah, absolutely. Something Hingham has been very good at so far in this drive, at least, is catching Marshfield off guard. They've been catching Marshfield off their feet. Marshfield has gotten a little bit relaxed with that 3-touchdown cushion, but Hingham is telling them that they better take them seriously because Hingham's offense can run down this field.
Bergameska has to come out momentarily. Beauregard will check in. It's not a first down, excuse me. It'll be second down and about 3. Coming up, it's Varholak in the gun. He'll take the snap, hand off to a motion man to the outside, getting upfield, and enough for a first down. Not quite the touchdown just yet. That's number 3, JT Reel. And the Harbormen continue to move the chains. Flag comes in, though, so we'll see what the call is on this. If it's a holding or something, we'll back the Harbormen way up.
This looks like it's going to be on Hingham. Hingham's trying to plead their case to the refs. I believe this might be a holding call. You might be right here, Will.
The officials taking their time. We've seen a bunch of flags be thrown so far today.
Yeah, and in previous games, we have seen barely any flags thrown.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the refs have kind of let the players play. Something I find really interesting, Will, is you take a look at Marshfield's sideline, you take a look at Hingham's sideline, notice the difference in the amount of players on each team's sideline.
Oh, yeah.
I would argue Marshfield has at least 30 more players. And look at how far back that field position is going to go. That's going to bring them to the 17-yard line.
That's a huge penalty. The chop block is the call, so it'll be second down and long. It's second down and 15, actually, so massive swing for the Rams. But, you know, as you mentioned, Marshfield always has guys ready to go. We saw last week when the game started to get out of hand, Marshfield dresses all their JV guys, get them an opportunity to play in the varsity game. So the Rams always dress their younger guys in case they need them. It'll be second down and 15. Varholak going to send Bailey in motion to the right. Another whistle blown. And Marshfield going to take a timeout. So we will take a break here at MCM. 3:33 remaining in the first quarter. Rams have a 19-0 lead. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
The challenge by choice. It allows the students to advocate for themselves on how far they want to go or how they're feeling. So it really caters to the emotional side of the athletic team as well.
We are back here at James G. Anderson Field, Marshfield High School homecoming weekend. And the Rams with a sizable 19-0 lead. They just took a timeout on defense. Second and 15 coming up for the Harbormen. Varholak in the gun. He's got LaCroix behind him. He'll take the snap, looking to throw. He has to step up in the pocket. Devine will wrap him up at the feet, and the rest of the Rams will come over to make the play. Burhow in on the tackle as well. They'll bring up third down and long for the Harbormen.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Devine able to get there first. Sheehan and Leach finishing the job. They weren't able to fall for his mobility that time. He almost was able to sneak away, but not if it weren't for some reassurance from the defensive line.
Yeah, that D-line been holding strong for the Rams. They've had themselves a game so far today. It'll be third down and 11 for the Harbormen. You got to think, I mean, 3 is not going to be enough here. They need to try and go for a touchdown. You got to get this in a fourth and manageable position.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're 3 touchdowns down, 4 minutes into the game, that's the least you can do. Something good that they've done is they've already killed 5 minutes on this one drive.
Varholak going to throw to the outside. That ball is caught, going for a first down and to the goal line. We'll see what the call is. They say he will be short of the goal line, but a huge first down picked up for the Harbormen.
Yeah, so now Hingham's got first and goal on the 1-yard line, so that's not what you want to see if you're Marshfield. Hingham is set up perfectly here. And as we mentioned, the time is ticking down with Hingham on offense. They've killed just over 6 minutes on this drive, 19-0 Marshfield.
That's 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. Harbormen first and 10, and a Ram player just fell down and got right back up. That's number 55, Charlie Leach, who hit the deck for a moment and then had to come out, and I think Aruka's talking to him right now. I have not seen that in a while.
Yeah, Aruka was really confused with that call there. That's going to be Checking into the game is number 33, Anthony Kane, the junior linebacker, who had a phenomenal game last week, was able to do a bunch for this Marshfield team.
I've never seen a player hit the field like that for
yeah, that was crazy.
Timeout and get right back up. First down and goal. Varholak going to hand it up to LaCroix up the middle, diving to the goal line, and he is in for a touchdown. The Harbormen answer, and it'll be 19-6.
Yeah, and that's something that was desperately needed for Hingham. They were able to put some points on the board and cancel the shutout and put a cut into Marshfield's lead. Now it's time to see if Marshfield's offense is going to be able to drive right down the field again and do what they've been doing.
And that will be the question for the Rams. They've only had really 2 drives so far. They're 2 for 2 on those drives, so the offense for the Rams has been on the sideline for a minute now as the extra point will be attempted. This is 21 Henry Sellers for the Harbormen, getting ready to kick this one away. He is a junior. Snap, hold, both good. This one will be kicked, and I think they shanked it right. No, he just got it through that upright. So a 19-7 score. Rams still lead, but that was a big drive to respond by the Harbormen.
Yeah, that was a huge drive there from Hingham. Marshfield is going to try to look to bounce back on offense here. Every time the other team kicks a field goal or an extra point, I'm always looking at Jamison Bongelati on the edge. He almost got to that one again. He is an absolute demon on those extra points or
he's done it
field
a few
goals.
times this year where he's blocked a couple, and the Rams special teams unit has been very, very good so far this year. We got here in the notes, we got to mention Fakaisen, the sophomore, backup running back. He'll back up True every now and then, but he has 167 return yards on the year so far, so he has been phenomenal in the return game. We'll see if he can get more done with 2:06 remaining. I think Varholak also kicks this one off for the team.
Talk about a utility player.
I know.
Getting the quarterback and the kickoff guy, something special.
He will get ready to boot this one away. Marshfield back deep. I believe it's a True and Fakaisen both back there to return it deep. This one will be returned by D'Antonio, who got hit with True, and that's not what you wanted. D'Antonio and True run into each other. Miscommunication, and D'Antonio has to fall to a knee. First down and 10 coming up for the Rams offense.
Yeah, miscommunication right there. I'm pretty sure everyone believed that was True's ball. D'Antonio had to run back a decent amount for it. That's how he should have known that True was going to be able to get there first. But miscommunication. D'Antonio is still able to secure it. Yep. Marshfield is going to have the ball at the 24-yard line. Let's see if they're able to continue rolling on offense and drive the ball down the field.
Yeah, not a bad field position start for the Rams. Again, they've been 2 for 2 on drives. It's a D'Antonio reception touchdown, then a Davin True run, and Charlie Leach got a defensive touchdown to take it the other way. First down and 10, Summers goes in motion. They're going to hand it off to True. True falling forward up the middle. He'll get a gain about 3 or 4. Will bring up second down.
Davin True off to a phenomenal start today. Last year against Hingham, he had 98 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, even though he got pulled at some point during the third quarter. Able to make that mark in that little amount of time. So True had a great game last year.
They're going to hand off to Brilliant, getting to the outside, breaking tackles, and another good stop for the Hingham Harbormen. The Rams could not get the edge. Bring up third down. I think the Rams are experimenting a little bit here. They've been putting in and out number 86, Sean Chesbro, trying to get him active, see what he's got with all the injuries. A minute 25 remaining in the first. A huge third down and 5 coming up for the Rams. Hard count by Moss, won't get anyone. And they'll have to look to the sideline to get another play. Moss, he'll take the snap. He'll look to throw. Screen. True. Trying to get upfield. Falling forward. Does he have enough? No. He will be just short. It'll be a fourth down. And see the spot. It's 4th down and 1. And the offense will stay on the field for Marshfield.
This is a super interesting drive. I have not seen Marshfield get shut down like this in weeks, considering what happened in Silver Lake last week.
4th down and 1, hard count. Didn't get anyone to jump from the Harbormen. Someone jumped, and Aruka thought he should have got the penalty. Not quite. D'Antonio in motion. They'll take the snap. Hand off to D'Antonio, getting to the outside. He's got enough for a first down, and the Rams will move the chains.
If you look at Hingham's defenders there, they were sure that Moss was going to keep that one himself. They were not ready for the D'Antonio jet sweep. Marshfield able to convert the first down, but they're going to have to drive down the field because Marshfield almost getting a 3 and out is not something you normally see.
The Rams will go quick. Moss with time. He'll step up in the pocket and he'll take off. True with a great block downfield, and Richardson hits another one. The skill position for the Rams doing a great job, and a little extra after the play, getting right into Luke Richardson's face, and a flag will be thrown. Mental mistakes by the Harbormen.
Yeah, that was number 8 Hudson Treza and Luke Richardson having some beef on the sides, and the coaches telling Luke to settle down, that there's some flags on the field. I think that these might offset. And that's what we've talked about earlier. Marshfield Hingham, huge rivalry. Tensions are going to rise. That's going to happen. But you got to keep your composure. And that's senior captain Davin True is telling Luke to calm down right now. That's what you want to see from the senior captain.
Going and grabbing him, telling me he's got to keep his head cool. And that's sophomore Luke Richardson, too, who they need on the field. D'Antonio will come out, bring Chesbrough back in. But, yeah, I mean, Luke Richardson, a massive piece of this team. And they're offsetting personal fouls. But you got to mention, those Rams skill positions hit some great blocks downfield. We got 20.5 remaining in the first quarter. Chesbrough goes in motion to the right. Moss going to take the snap. Hand off to True, who's got a gap. True up the middle, puts his shoulder pads into a defender, right down to the 40, and a first down picked up for the Rams.
Yeah, True able to easily gain double-digit yards there. Davin True has had his way so far in this game. He's only rushed a couple times, but every run has been meaningful.
Time continues to run. 3 seconds left. Will the Rams have time to get off another play? They will. Moss will take the snap. Deep ball, looking for Brilliant. Comes back around to make the catch. Brilliant to the end zone. Touchdown Marshfield. A back shoulder ball for Jake Brilliant, and the Rams will score again.
That was unbelievable. Moss had 3 guys coming right at his head. O-line not able to do their job correctly there. But Moss able to find Brilliant. Brilliant able to make his way into the end zone. There are some flags on the field.
Yeah, flags coming in, so we'll have to see what the call is on that. Will this touchdown get called back? Because that was a beauty from Brilliant.
I think they might call offensive pass interference on Brilliant because I did see some shoving from him there. Let's see what the call is.
I'm going to talk to Aruka right now, and Tor coming to the sideline. Tor Moss, the senior quarterback. And the rest of the offensive guys coming off too. So as of right now, it looks like it'll stand. Maybe it was something downfield, or, we've seen the Rams get an excessive celebration already this year.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times. As we mentioned, tensions flare, so do emotions. It's an emotional game, man. Football's an emotional game, especially here at Marshfield. It means something different here.
100%. So 25-0 remains on the scoreboard. And Brian Chakosis just threw up the touchdown signal, so I'm going to take his word for it. Say that one is good, and the extra point unit is on right now for the Rams. So the touchdown will stand, and the Rams will try this formation once again. And we'll see if they'll go for 2 this time around. No, the line will come in, and they'll get ready to kick this one away. So the touchdown for Brilliant will stand.
Yeah, that one's going to stand there from Jake Brilliant. I wonder if they're going to get called there for offensive pass interference, but it's going to stick.
Drosopoulos' kick will be no good once again. So Nick Drosopoulos misses another one. It will stay 25-0, and that will also be the end of the first quarter. Rams lead 25-0. It has been dominant for 25-7, excuse me, is the score. So the Rams dominant first quarter. We'll take a break here on Marshfield Community Media. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back to James G. Anderson Field here in Marshfield, Massachusetts. First quarter action. Rams lead 25-7, and they will get ready to kick this one back off to the Harbormen. Drosopoulos We'll boot this one away in just a moment, but it's been such a good game from the Rams so far. A real complete game. Offensive touchdowns, defensive touchdowns. They've been everywhere.
Couldn't have said it better myself. This offense has been perfect. They have not let up anything yet. The only little show of weakness on the offense was that fourth down where they had to convert it there, but they were able to convert it and then turn it into a Jake Brilliant touchdown to end off the quarter. As that kick's going to go out of bounds, it's going to be a flag.
Yeah, that one will fall out of bounds. Jameson Bongelotti thrown on the Jets to try and get that one. Won't get it in time, so Drosopoulos kicked that one out of bounds. Will be good position for the Harbormen, who just came off of a touchdown drive. The Marshfield defense once again looking to make a stand as they will take the field.
Yeah, Hingham's offense pretty handily drove down the field last time. Every play was 7 or 8 yards at least. Marshfield's defense going to look to try to get to how they were at the beginning of this game, where Hingham had no room for error towards the beginning of the first quarter.
Be a first down and 10 coming up for the Harbormen. I mean, they're talking something over right now. They're trying to figure out where the ball will be spotted. And there's the call against Marshall. Will be spotted at the 45-yard line. Marshall was backed up further with that penalty as well. So from their own 45, great field position. Varholak in the gun. He's got a back behind him, send a man in motion, take the snap, hand off to LaCroix up the middle, and the Marshfield defensive line will hit him for a gain of 1.
Absolutely, the defense was ready. Dylan Burho and Jack Stevens were right there waiting for him. This Marshfield defensive line, for most of this game, has held their own against Hingham's running game, minus a couple of 8 or 9 yard rushes.
Burho will come out. Beauregard will come in.
That's been a substitution we've been seeing all game. They've been swapping back and forth with each other, depending on whether Marshfield likes a 3D lineman or a 4D lineman. They've been swapping out Beauregard and Burho back and forth. And if you take a look at the D-line, number 99, Andrew Cosman, is back in the game after his injury earlier. So Cosman and Keegan Holt look to be all good.
Needed that. It's second down and 9. Blitz coming for the Rams. Varholak going to throw. Big catch by his receiver. And a first down picked up by the Harbormen. Trying to get a number on that. I believe that is number 19, and that is Kevin Nicholas. And it'll be a first down for the Harbormen.
That was a great throw by Varholak. You had Keegan Holt on the man. He was tight up against him, too. Not much room for that receiver to catch the ball. That was a great throw by Varholak with all the pressure that was on him during the blitz.
We're looking for the Rams to make another big stop here on defense. They've had a defensive touchdown already, but these past couple of drives let up a little more than they would like. It'll be a first down and 10. Varholak in the gun. He's got LaCroix behind him. 3 receivers to the left. He'll send one in motion. Handoff. No, play action. Pressure coming. Varholak has to roll all the way out to the right. He's got a receiver, and Bongelotti and Devine there on the coverage. But I think Devine got banged up on his shoulder. He's holding it right now. Pass will fall incomplete. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, Devine holding that left shoulder. Let's hope he's okay. During the play, that was phenomenal pressure there from Dylan Burho. Almost able to sack him down. Unable to. That's going to be incomplete. Make it second and 10. Good start there for Marshfield, and that's in the set of downs.
Yeah, and Will Devine is tough as nails. He for sure does not want to come out of the game. He'll try and fight through this one. I think Marshfield looking right now, see if he's okay. Devine will stay in. I mean, talk about a guy, talk about toughness. I mean, that's Will Devine.
Absolutely. I mean, Will Devine, he's just a stud, man. He's a stud.
Be second down and 10. Neal going to go in motion, handoff to LaCroix up the middle. Ekstrom, the first man there to make the tackle, as well as Cosman on that defensive line. It will bring up a third down, no gain.
Yeah, Ekstrom was right there waiting for him. He tackled him down. Then if you notice, he did a little step over him during that pile up there. Refs weren't really able to see that one. That's going to make it third and 10, no gain there. Ekstrom able to shut him down.
Rams will go with a heavy secondary. Burho will come out. Beauregard will come back in. Keegan Holton as well. And Devine still holding that shoulder just a little bit, but fighting through it. Under 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter, Rams have a 25-7 lead and a huge third down coming up for the Harbormen. They'll go even receivers each side with 2. Varholak in the gun, LaCroix behind him. He'll take the snap, looking to throw a slant to the outside. That ball will fall off the fingertips of his intended receiver, intended for Kevin Nicholas. It'll be fourth down and 10. Punt unit will come on for the Harbormen.
That's what Marshall needed right there. He needed to get the defense off, get the offense back on, but most importantly, I think the defensive staff is just going to take a quick look at Devine's shoulder, make sure he's okay. Their quarterback is also the punter.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. He's checking off all the
Varholak.
boxes.
Varholak doing everything right now for this team. He kicks off. He's the quarterback. I mean, he's ran the ball a few times, so he has speed, and he's also the punter. The jack of all trades for Varholak. He'll take the snap, and it's a fake. Penalty flag will be thrown. A throw to the outside. That will fall incomplete, intended for Nicholas once again. Flag was thrown, and I believe it was on Hingham, so I don't think the penalty will matter. And it won't. So turnover on downs. The Rams, great field position right now. Spotted at about that 44-yard line, maybe the 43. Their offense will take over.
So I'm not questioning myself if he really is the punter or if that was just to fake the punt. Because that was Hingham's first punt of the game, and we don't know if it was the punter or not.
Yeah.
Regardless, Marshfield is going to take possession on their own 43-yard line. Another great spot to start off with the football. Let's see if Marshfield's offense can continue what they've been doing all game, and that's just rolling down the field, getting touchdowns.
And we will see what they choose to go with. Again, tension's got a little high. Fakaisen in at the back right now, so they're going to give Davin True a breather. And we've seen this a couple times this year. The sophomore, the track kid, has speed. So we'll see where they go. First down and 10. D'Antonio comes in motion across the field, and he'll swing back the other way. Take the snap. Handoff. Fakaisen up the middle, bursting all the way through. He's going to fall forward just short of that first down marker. It will be a 9-yard gain. And once again, Lucas Fakaisen, the spark back, picks up 9.
Yeah, you mentioned Fakaisen's had a huge role in this team this year, leading the team in return yards. Another great run there, a 9.5-yard run. That's going to be second in inches.
Brilliant will come in motion from left to right. Moss going to take the snap. They'll hand off Fakaisen, once again getting upfield, and he'll bounce off a couple of tackles. First down and more picked up. And Lucas Fakaisen, the sophomore, moving the chains for the Rams.
Fakaisen with 2 good gains on 2 solid runs. Fakaisen is shifty. So far, Hingham has been unable to stop the run game of both Fakaisen and Davin True.
First down and 10, fresh set of downs for the Rams. D'Antonio in motion. They'll hand it off to him, trying to get to the outside, but the defensive line makes a great play for the Harbormen. That's Cole Palek that comes up to make the play. The sophomore, and it'll be a loss of yards for the Rams.
Yeah, so far, these jet sweeps have not been working on Hingham. Hingham has shut down the jet sweep so far this game. I wonder if Marshfield's going to continue to try and use it or if they're just going to run it up the gut.
It'll be a second down and 12 for the Rams. Moss going to send Summers in motion to the left. They'll take the snap, looking to throw. Moss, plenty of time, but it starts to run out. He has to roll to his right. He's going to throw to Davin True, wide open. True makes the catch, falling forward close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it, but a huge play for the Rams. True just slipped right off that block and got open.
Absolutely, that was a great slip from Davin True. Great poise there from Moss, able to keep his composure, locate True, dime him up, and that's going to be a 14-yard game. That's going to be 3rd and 1.
Yeah,
great play from True and Moss.
Mark him short. It'll be a 3rd down and 1. But when you have Moss and True in this backfield, 1 yard pretty much a given, but we'll see. Summers comes in motion to the right, goes back to the left. They'll take the snap. Moss looking to throw. He fumbled it momentarily. Throw, a dime, and that one was caught and then knocked away. Brilliant had it. Great defensive play by the Harbormen. That was number 33, Jabril Johnson, who comes in to punch that ball out. And that was a dime from Moss. That's a drive-saving play right there.
Yeah, that's another great play from Moss, able to keep his composure, keep calm, able to locate Brilliant, unable to secure that one. Marshfield's going to go for it on 4th down because, of course, they are. Let's see what they do here.
4th down and 1. Right now, it could look like a quarterback keeper to the outside, and I think one of the Rams jumped. They did. So it's going to back him up, and what could have been a 4th and 1 will now be a 4th and 6. A mental mistake from the Rams will back him up.
I still believe they're going to go for this one, though, even though it is 4th and 6. And I was with you on that. I also believed it was going to be a QB draw. I thought Moss was going to keep that one himself.
I mean, when you got, like, what, a 6'4" quarterback over tall that Tor might be, I might be cutting him a few inches there. But when you have someone that big, that fast, might as well go for it. But it'll be a 4th down and 6 now for the Rams. True will line up right behind Tor Moss, who sends Summers in motion to the left. They'll take the snap. Play action. Moss has pressure coming. He's going to throw deep to Brilliant. It's caught. Touchdown. Did he drop it? No, he didn't. Brilliant held on the entire way. Touchdown, Marshfield. A 4th and 6. Brilliant second of the day.
Tor Moss to Jake Brilliant has been the story of this offense this year. Jake Brilliant already with 7 receiving touchdowns on the year, 2 today, and that's going to make it 31-7 Marshfield. Jake Brilliant absolutely rolling at the new wide receiver 1 position. He has perfectly filled in the shoes of Charlie Carroll.
He has stepped up. We mentioned Nick Couples graduating, Charlie Carroll going down with an injury, and Jake Brilliant has had to be the guy to step up massively, and he has. He has been the leading receiver for this team. His yards on the year, he's already got 425 coming into this game. I mean, he's well close to his 500 now. I mean, he has been catching everything deep. We got some movement on the extra point attempt for the Rams.
Something I'm going to get worried about is look at all the booths back there. You got to wonder if one of those kicks just lands right on one of the tables.
Well, I got to have someone ready to catch that one. Offsides against the Harbormen. So now a decision for the Rams. Do you go for this one? It's 31-7. We'll see what the call is.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to go for it.
Yeah, we've seen Aruka do this before off a penalty, but right now it looks like he's going to keep his extra point unit on the field with Drosopoulos. And Brilliant, the touchdown man, getting ready to hold. And another penalty being thrown. It's a penalty fest right here. And you know what? Aruka says, you know what? They're going to keep jumping off sides. Let's go. Let's go for two.
Aruka says, you know what? We're just going to do this.
And look at everyone running onto the field. They're like, you know what? You want to keep jumping off sides? We're going to make you pay. Go for two. I think Aruka just said, you know what? Enough of this. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, that's something you do not want to see if you're at Hingham. The coaches were really mad calling off all the offensive guys. They were just done with it. They just want to get this over with.
You know what? You don't want us to kick? All right, we'll go for two.
I think Aruka was trying to gain Drosopoulos' confidence back. I think that's why they were keeping him out there. But after so many times, when do you just want to put the offense out there?
Yeah, you got to go for it. True, Mouse gonna set someone in motion, handoff to Antonio, and an easy touchdown where he will just walk in for the 2-point conversion. And Marshfield says, you know what's better than one? Two. And they go for it. It's a 32. We'll see if that gets updated. It's 32 right now. We think it will be 33 for the Rams. I've been confused with the scoreboard early this game. Right now it will stay at 32.
There we go,
yeah, 33. There we go. And Coach Landry, once again, yelling up here to correct it. Landry always alert on the field, always knows the situation.
Of course.
It'll be a 33-0 lead for the Rams.
All these coaches always on their toes, probably more so than the players, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The coaches are always locked and loaded, ready to go.
And that's what's so great about the Marshfield program. You have so many coaches so committed to, not only building these players up as men and getting them ready for the future, but how committed they are to football and how discipline plays a massive role in this team. That's a huge part to the coaching. You never see Marshfield make a ton of mental mistakes, and they're always ready to play on game day, even on a Saturday. Drosopoulos getting ready to boot this one away. It'll be a big kick. It will land right around the 5-yard line. It will be returned by the Harbormen, getting upfield. But the Rams there to swarm right around that 25-yard line. Harbormen offense will take over with 7:25 remaining in the half.
And this Hingham offense has kind of woken up a little bit. They were forced to punt last time, but not before driving down the field and getting a touchdown the drive before. So Hingham's offense has shown some light. So let's see if Marshall's defense can get their full momentum back from what they've had over the last week and a half. As we've mentioned, when they played Silver Lake, only letting up 6 points, and that was due to one unfortunate 50-yard rush by Wes Griffin, the senior captain of Silver Lake. Other than that, Marshfield's defense did not allow anything from Silver Lake. So they're coming into this game with total confidence and momentum.
Be first down and 10. Varholak in the gun. He'll take the snap. Looking to throw. Screen to the outside to LaCroix. And a great tackle made by the Rams. I think that was Leary who came up to make the play. And he'll bring up second down.
That was Luke Leary, who's been kind of quiet this game, but not quiet on the year. Leary, one of those players with an interception that we've mentioned earlier, and he has done a great job filling in for Gio Joseph, who has since left to Milton Academy, filling in for him as the #1 cornerback in Marshfield.
Yeah, a lot of guys had to step up with Joseph heading over to Milton Academy because Joseph did a lot in the return game. Brilliant has taken that over. And as well, I mean, he has had so many interceptions. I think he tied the record in Marshfield for interceptions returned for a touchdown. And the Rams have stepped up in that department. It'll be second down and 4. To the outside, Varholak will throw to Bailey. And a great catch and run. Bongelati will come up to make the tackle, but a first down picked up for the Harbormen.
Yeah, Hingham's offense looks really confident out there. Varholak is one of the more poised quarterbacks we've seen against this Marshfield defense compared to some others in the past. I would argue Varholak has been more composed than Mansfield's quarterback, surely Silver Lake's quarterback. This is a good test for this Marshfield defense because this Hingham offense seems to be no joke.
6:20 remaining in the half. And the offense of Hingham trying to put together a drive. Varholak in the gun. He'll take the snap. Pressure coming, screen, throw to the outside. It's caught once again, cutting up field. Molander has to come over to make the tackle. Be a gain of about 6 and bring up second down for Hingham.
Yeah, and Varholak mostly throwing these screen passes, but the screen passes are working. That's going to be another 5-yard gain. That's going to make it, I believe, 2nd and 5. They're going to call it a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
Clock continues to run. We're under 6 minutes, 5:50 remaining in the half. And Marshfield trying to hold up on the defensive end. 2nd down and 5. Varholak in the gun. He'll take the snap. Pressure coming quickly. He has to throw this one away, and he's got a wide open receiver. LaCroix getting upfield. Beauregard has to push him out of bounds. And another first down picked up for Hingham.
There's Varholak able to show that composure again. He's going to give that to his trusty guy, Ryan St. Croix. Hingham's offense looks to be rolling again here towards the end of the second half. We've got 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Marshfield up 33-7.
St. Croix done a great job in the backfield thus far. As the Marshfield fans looking for this defense to make another huge play. They've only let up 7 points, but yardage has gone in favor of Hingham right now. They've gotten some chunk plays, just unable to get in the box for the Harbormen. First down and 10, Varholak in the gun. He's going to send a man in motion to the right. It's his tight end. He'll take the snap. Varholak rolling up to the right. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw to the end zone. That one dropped. Hit him right in the chest. It was intended for Chase Bailey. Will fall incomplete. We got a flag in the backfield as well. We assume it's holding against the Harbormen.
Yeah, and it looks like that's what the call is going to be. Great coverage there from Jamison Bongelati, able to force the incompletion, and that's going to make it 2nd down, I believe. We got another new graphic on the scoreboard here.
There we go, a little Get Loud scoreboard. Again, shout out to Be Something Special. They allowed me to come and do these games as well, and they run the scoreboard here. So they have done a phenomenal job making the game day experience at Marshfield an enjoyable one, as the whole crowd has come out here. We're going to pack James G. Anderson for homecoming weekend.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing better than homecoming weekend and some Marshfield football on a nice Saturday afternoon.
And we'll give you a little insight. My color guy here, Andrew Youngworth, on the homecoming court, so he'll be on the field at halftime doing all the homecoming stuff. But for now, it's 1st down and 20 with the holding. They'll throw. Varholak has to get this one away. St. Croix fall incomplete, bring up 2nd down.
And you know, Will, another guy joining me on the court is starting center Nick Gerard.
There you go.
I wonder how that's going to work, if Aruka's going to let him come onto the field or if he'll just get rewarded after the game.
I believe that players do come onto the field for homecoming, if I remember correctly. So we'll see how that plays out. I mean, I'll tell you what, Andrew, I didn't get a vote, but you would have gotten mine. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you, Will.
Gotcha.
I appreciate that.
It'll be a 2nd down and 20 coming up for the Harbormen. Again, beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Marshfield, Massachusetts. Varholak in the gun. He's got St. Croix behind him. He'll take the snap, play action. He'll look to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket. Throw deep over the middle. That ball dropped once again. Marshfield coverage there on the play. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, Varholak had all the time in the world. This Hingham O-line has done a great job blocking for him. Luke Leary able to shut down that pass, able to force the incompletion. Phenomenal play there by Luke Leary.
And with 5:17 remaining, the Harbormen have dug themselves in a hole with this holding call. It will continue to be 3rd down and 20, and no yardage gain on the past 2 downs. Beauregard will come in. Burho will come out, so they'll get an extra D back into the game. I mean, surely you have to even go for it, even if you don't pick up a ton of yards here. I mean, you're down 33-7. Anderson Dalton calling it 3rd down and a mile on the PA. And a timeout will be called. So with 5:17, we're going to take a break here on MCM. We'll be right back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
And we are back here at James G. Anderson Field. Rams 33-7 lead. It's a 3rd down and 20 for the Harbormen. Varholak going to take the snap. Pressure coming. Has to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw, and that ball's picked off. Jamison Bongelati on the return, and he has speed to get upfield, but they will wrap him up right there. A huge turnover for the Rams, and the offense will take over.
And Bongelati is going to join Will Devine as one of 2 Marshfield Rams with multiple interceptions on the year. And he is about to put on the turnover chain around his neck. Marshfield able to take control of field position at around the 20-yard line.
And that was huge pressure from Charlie Leach, the linebacker, coming up to hit Varholak as he's throwing that ball. Forces a bad ball, and Bongelati does the rest. A massive turnover for the Rams.
That's something Charlie Leach has been good at doing all year, forcing the pass, forcing the incompletion, forcing the interception. Charlie Leach has been a dog so far this year for Marshfield.
And the Marshfield offense will get ready to take the field. Once again, they got plenty of time. They got 5 minutes to go and push this one all the way down the field and take an even bigger lead. So we'll see what they do here. Moss with 3 receivers to his right. True on his left. He'll send D'Antonio in motion back and forth. Moss will take the snap. He'll look to throw. Plenty of time. He has to step up in the pocket. Throw, and that ball is caught. Huge catch by Summers. Will only be for about a yard gain and bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that's pinpoint accuracy there from Moss. Put it right in the breadbasket of Summers. Able to get a couple yards here. Marshfield's going to look to push the ball up further. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Marshfield.
Going through all his reads as well. So good job by the senior quarterback. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Brilliant goes in motion. Moss going to take the snap. They'll throw to the outside. Richardson cannot make the catch. It will be 3rd down coming up for the Rams, and punt unit getting ready.
Yeah, that looked like an awkward snap right there. Awkward throw. There looked to be a little bit of miscommunication on all ends of that Marshfield offense right there. That play was just kind of awkward there on all ends.
So huge 3rd down coming up for the Rams. They would love to convert this one, keep the drive going. Moss in the gun. He's going to send Brilliant back and forth in motion, and a jump from the defensive line of the Harbormen will make it closer for the Rams.
That is huge for Marshfield right there. It's going to make it from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 3. So that is huge for Marshfield here as they now only have to gain 3 yards. Both teams have kind of had some false start offside penalties that have been kind of unneeded.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's been a lot going into this game. D'Antonio going to come in motion from left to right. And Marshfield jumped this time, so we'll back it right back up.
Another flag, this time false start.
So now the ball's going to get brought right back, and that's another unnecessary penalty from Marshfield.
This is the most false start penalties I've seen from the Rams this year. I mean, you know, we mentioned right tackle Aiden Nicholson down right now with a concussion. So they've had to bring in Gerard to play center, and Bongelati, who is usually the center, has moved over. So maybe some miscommunication going in that direction. So it will once again be a 3rd and long for the Rams, 3rd and about 8. Moss will take the snap. He's got time. He'll throw. He's got an open receiver. Summers wide open, and he will have enough for a 1st down for the Rams.
That's exactly what you want to see from junior tight end Aiden Summers, making his appearance well known here in this game. And I think I agree with you that the O-line is still getting used to their new positions here in this game, as many of them have been switched around and replaced. So a lot of changes here for this O-line, but they've been going through that all year.
Rams will bring up an extra tight end in Chesbro. They'll go in motion, hand off to True. True getting to the outside. He's got plenty of space. Devin True gets knocked down, but not before a huge gain for the Rams. Enough for a 1st down, and he will move the chains.
Yeah, but despite the flip in midair, Davin True able to gain another 10 yards. Davin True has been rolling all game. I think he has around 7 or 8 rushes, gaining at least 10 on every single run. Davin True has been pushing this ball downfield all game.
And he has been huge for the Rams offense, the senior captain. Tight end Summers goes in motion to the right. Rams will take the snap, play action. Moss looking to throw. He's looking deep for Brilliant, who, it hit him in the hands, almost made the catch. Will fall incomplete, bring up 2nd down. And that was a dime from Tor Moss, just unable to reel it in.
That throw was absolutely insane. My hands are on my head right now. Moss was rolling to his left when he threw that. He was off balance. He had to throw it over a defender into Brilliant's hands. He places it perfectly. Brilliant unable to secure it. Great throw from Tor Moss. It's going to make it 2nd down. And I don't think it's going to be very long before we see another launch to Jake Brilliant once again.
Yeah. Yeah, Marshfield has loved that deep shot to Brilliant all year. It's been successful. And he'll come in motion to the right. Moss with True to his left. He'll take the snap. Hand off to True up the middle. True going off of his blockers, falling forward. He'll get a decent gain. Maybe about 4 will bring up 3rd down for the Rams.
That was probably the first time we've seen True not gain too many yards on a run there.
Yeah.
Still a 4-yard gain. It's going to make it 3rd and 6. This is definitely go for it territory at this point. They're far enough in Aruka's mind where they believe they can go for it.
3:20 remaining on the game clock here in the first half. It'll be a 3rd down and about 7 for the Rams. Brilliant back and forth in motion. He'll take the snap. Moss looking to throw, going deep. Once again, Richardson caught, and he'll go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown Marshfield. Luke Richardson off a massive deep ball from Moss. The Rams punch another one in.
So we were correct that Moss was going to gun it out shortly, but we were not aware that it was going to be to the sophomore, Luke Richardson, who has been pretty quiet in this game until now. With that long 55-yard touchdown, that's going to make it 39-7 Marshfield. Luke Richardson has had a bunch of huge plays this year. I believe that's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
It is.
Luke Richardson making a huge effect early.
Yeah, Richardson came in 150 yards on the year. He's been a reliable young receiver and still very young. He's got a lot of time to continue to be great for this Rams offense. 3rd touchdown of the year, and he just gets wide open on a little post downfield. And Moss has been automatic right now with his arm. Brilliant will hold. Drosopoulos' kick through the uprights and good, so his confidence is back. Marshfield continues to pour it on. 40-7 is your score with 3:02 remaining in the half.
And I couldn't agree more about what you said about Moss. This has by far been Moss's best game in terms of getting yards through the air so far this season. I believe that's already been his 3rd passing touchdown of this game.
It is.
And multiple of those touchdowns have been from airing it out beyond their side of the field.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Moss showing that his gun of an arm can reach far lengths.
Yeah, statistically, he's been one of the best quarterbacks in the history of Marshfield. He broke the record for yards last year as a junior, and he continues his dominance. Coming to this game, he has 850 passing yards, 266 rushing yards, and 12 total touchdowns. So he has been a weapon for this Rams team. He continues to be dominant, and the Rams continue to dominate in this game on both sides. 40-7. Drosopoulos getting ready to kick this one back off, and it will be deep, but it will be returned. Trying to get upfield are the Harbormen, breaking tackles and almost got a huge breakaway, but the Rams will wrap him up. Finn O'Brien on the return, and Fakaisen, the running back, comes in to make the tackle for the Rams.
Hey man, Fakaisen can do it all. This Marshall defense coming out, looking to keep up the momentum from Jamison Bongelotti's interception, able to throw on the turnover chain. So Marshfield expecting to continue to roll on defense. Despite letting up that 1 touchdown, they've been pretty good locking up Hingham's offense. Hingham's offense, despite the score, has not played too shabby here at James D. Anderson. They've been pushing it down the field a couple of times this game.
And the Harbormen offense back on the field. It's Varholak. And a timeout will be taken. So we're going to take a quick break here on MCM. 2:55 remaining. Rams lead 40-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
About 3 minutes left in the first half.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back to James G. Anderson Field, at Marshfield High School. Misspoke my words a little bit. It will be a 1st down and 10 coming up for the Harbormen. Varholak in the gun. He'll take the snap. He's got time, looking to throw. Pressure coming, and he's going to have to step up. Ekstrom, and another Ram come up to make the tackle. Drasopoulos, the kicker, the other one to come up. It'll be a coverage sack for the Rams, bring up second down.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Drasopoulos on defense here for Marshfield today, as he normally likes to play safety. Right now they have him as more of a linebacker, I believe. The defense on the sideline calling for Andrew Cosman to check into the game.
Yeah, get him ready to go. They're probably going to need him in a minute to bring that pressure. Right now it's a 3-down lineman set. Stevens, Burrow, and Ekstrom on that defensive line for the Rams. It'll be a second down and 10. Varholak in the gun. He's looking to throw to the outside. That one will fall incomplete. It'll be second down, or third down, excuse me.
Drasopoulos, who normally plays safety, is currently playing defensive back as they have Ryan Bergameska and Phoenix Beauregard at the safety positions. And as Andrew Cosman checks in for Jake Ekstrom, that is one more junior on this defense. Take a look at this defense right here.
Wow.
It's all seniors and juniors, but it's mostly juniors. You got Phoenix Beauregard, Ryan Bergameska, Charlie Leach, Nick Drasopoulos, Andrew Cosman, Dylan Burho. I think that's seven juniors on this defense right now.
If you're looking for what the defense of the Rams will look like in 2025, I mean, just look at the screen right now. It'll be third down and long. Varholak trying to throw a screen to the outside. That ball is tipped up. Chance for an interception, but it will fall incomplete, and it will bring up fourth down for the Harbormen.
Yeah, Leary was focusing on his man right there. If he was looking at the quarterback, he would have been able to intercept that. Maybe take that to the house. That would have been close. But Hingham is going to still punt here, and Jake Brilliant's going to look to get a nice return to end off the half. Marshfield could still put up more points before halftime.
I think I'm gonna try and call my shot here. Brilliant has yet to have a real pop of a return. He hasn't had a chance. If he gets a clean punt here, we'll see if he can make something happen. He's been dynamic in the pass game. Snap is good. They will punt this one away, and it will fall deep to Brilliant, and he's just going to have to let this one go. It will roll over his head, and actually really good punt landing inside the 10. Will settle around the 7-yard line, and with a minute 52 remaining, the Rams will try and put together a 2-minute drive from their own 7.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal punt there from Hingham. Marshfield's going to try to have to go 93 yards in just a minute and 52 seconds here in the second quarter. Marshfield's going to try to put up a near 50 piece in the first half alone, which is already more than last year. As we mentioned, I believe it was 33-6 at halftime last year.
We have a radio. It was 36-6.
It was 36.
They've already crossed that.
They've already crossed that by 4. They could cross that by double digits with a touchdown here. Let's see if this offense chooses to try to drive down the field or just chew out the clock.
And Rowlandson wanted to go in for just a moment. 16 had his hat on, but they're going to stick with Tor Moss for right now. Probably finish up this half, and then we'll see the young quarterback, the young sophomore, maybe take the reins in the second half. But for now, it's Tor Moss. I believe he's got Fakaisen in there to his right. He'll send Summers in motion. Moss going to take the snap, throw to the outside. That ball is caught by Brilliant, unable to get out of bounds, and a big hit, and Brilliant actually couldn't survive through that catch. So will fall incomplete, bring up second down.
Yeah, that's a huge hit from number 8, Hudson Treza. Huge hit, able to force I believe they're going to call that incomplete, so that's going to be second and 10. That could have been possibly ruled a fumble and rolled out of bounds. That would have been a loss of yardage. So that's great coverage there from Hudson Treza.
Chesman going to come back in. D'Antonio will come out. So a 2 tight end set for the Rams. Fakaisen still in the backfield. And they like this 1-2 punch at the running back position. True. Going to get a breather for right now. Fakaisen will line up behind Tor Moss. He will send Summers in motion to the right. Moss takes the snap. Handoff Fakaisen up the middle, and the defensive line will meet him right there. No gain on the play. We'll bring up third down and 10.
So right now it looks like Marshfield's just going to try to chew this clock out to enter the half, up 40-7, assuming they get a good punt off. Let's see what Marshfield does here on third and 10.
Huge third down coming up for the Rams. D'Antonio will replace Chesman coming back into the game. Another speedy young guy for the Rams, who has been a huge part of this offense, stepping up for Charlie Carroll with the injury. Down to a minute 15 and ticking on a huge third down and 10 for the Rams. Moss going to send D'Antonio in motion from left to right. Now back the other way. Moss going to take the snap. He'll hand off up the middle. Fakaisen fighting for extra yards. He won't have enough for, he will have enough for a first down. So a third and 10, maybe just trying to get some room for a punt. Fakaisen takes it for 10 yards. And this might change the strategy for the Rams. You try and push the ball further downfield.
I mean, what a run there from Lucas Pakaisen. From the looks of it, it looks like they're still, actually, they might try to throw this one out. They got D'Antonio and Brilliant to Moss's right and Luke Richardson to his left.
Time continues to run. Moss going to take the snap. He'll hand off Pakaisen once again, getting up the middle. And Rams now will just look to run down this clock. Gain of a couple, bring up second down. Gain of 4, it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, so it looks like they are going to run out this clock to the half. And the play clock is longer than the game clock, so they do not have to run another play. Let's see if they do so anyway. But we're now 20 seconds left, 25 on the play clock. So Marshfield looking like they might just let the clock run out as the sideline starts to head over to the high school. And they do, so that's going to be the half.
So that will do it for the first half here. Something to note, Will Devine getting looked at right now. He got hurt earlier in the game. He stayed in. So we'll keep you updated on that. But for right now, first half action, 40-7. Marshfield has the lead. It has been a dominant first half for the Rams. And don't go anywhere. We will be right back with second half coverage. We will see you back here. Rams, massive lead in the first half.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. And Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Colin Cheney, Senior Captain. Sarah Huddle, Senior Captain. Madison Cleary, Senior Captain. Taylor Toomey, Senior. Evelyn LeClaire, Senior. Chloe Kapora, Sophomore. Sophia Thunberg, Sophomore. Sam Ascot, Sophomore. Sophie Newman, Sophomore. Mackenzie Anderson, Sophomore. Brooklyn Beckman, Freshman. Kenzie Silva, Freshman.
team.
Chloe Tinker, Senior Captain. Sarah Foley, Junior Captain. Lily Michello, Senior. Bill McCready, Senior. Evelyn Rosales, Senior. Isabel Cannon, Junior. Karen Williams, Junior. Anna White, Junior. Sophia Young, Junior. Bella D'Souza, Sophomore.
William Lowney, sophomore.
Maddie DeWolf, Sophomore. Maeve Lowney, Sophomore. Avery Kerr, Sophomore. Reese Picard, Sophomore. Leif Miller, Sophomore. Kylie McCabe, Sophomore. Sally Horton, Sophomore. Lily Holstrom, Sophomore. Abby Savjay, Freshman. Alexa Darcy, Freshman. Brianna Savjay, Freshman. Taylor Clark, Freshman. Lily Sharon, Freshman. Sophie Morris, Freshman.
MHS dance team routine with the minis. At this time, we would like to recognize the seniors who have been nominated and voted as the homecoming court. The MHS facility was asked to nominate students from the senior class who are most charitable to the school and community. The senior class then voted for their classmates to serve on the homecoming court, and once again to select our top row. Our homecoming court for 2024 is Riley Abel, who is involved in youth and government and concert choir. Delaney Allen, who is a member of Varsity field hockey team, student council, and the National Honor Society. Nick Gerard, who is a member of Varsity football, track, and the rugby team, as well as a member of the Super Fan Club. Elijah Kennedy, who is a Ray ambassador, part of the Future Medical Club, and president of the Student Council. Chloe Ruth, who is the vice president of Student Council and a member of the AFS and Key Club. Hannah Walton, who is a Ray ambassador and a member of the Drama and AFS clubs. And finally, Andrew Youngworth, who is involved in DECA, MHS soccer, and basketball. The Student Council hopes everyone had a great homecoming week and hopes to see everyone at the dance tonight where the top 2 Royals will be crowned. Congratulations to the homecoming court of 2024. Winners of the Athletic Booster Raffle are Aiden Summers, Tammy Jordan, Andrew Youngworth, Ariel Comer, Ava McNamara, Piper Ionis, and Nick Gerard. Please make your way to Mr. Battis' office on Monday, to pick up your prize.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. And Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time. People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camerawork, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS Varsity Sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you.
Marshfield to kick off to start the second half. That's Harbormen, number 1, Finn O'Brien, and number 3, JT Real.
Welcome back to James G. Anderson Field at Marshfield High School. Rams have a 40-7 lead entering the second half. We got word at halftime, senior quarterback Tor Moss has broken the all-time record at Marshfield High School for the passing yards, most passing yards by a quarterback. So congratulations to Tor Moss, doing it in just a half. Big shout out to him.
I mean, Tor Moss, one of the greatest quarterbacks in MHS history, able to get the ball down the field constantly. And the record, I believe, is most passing touchdowns in MHS history.
I think he's coming up on the yard record as well.
The yards he cannot be far off, because last year he had the most yards in MHS history in a single season.
Yep.
So it will not be long before we are saying that one for real.
He is well on the way. Drusopoulos' kick goes deep, and a good return by the Harbormen, breaking tackles and then a crushing hit right about that 27-yard line. And the Rams defense getting ready to take the field. We have confirmed running clock will start at 42-point lead in the third quarter and then 32 in the fourth. So we're looking at right here. It has been a very hot, very sunny afternoon here in Marshfield High School. Great day for football.
Yeah, absolutely been a great day for football.
And the Harbormen offense getting ready to take the field. And we're going to see a couple of different faces for this Rams unit most likely. We had a water bottle exploded up here. We're careful about it. Barhola going to hand it up to St. Croix, trying to get up the middle, but the defensive line for the Rams there to make the stop. It'll bring up second down.
So you are right when you mentioned that we're going to start to see some new guys in this defense. You take a look, you see sophomore Liam Riley out there, Keegan Holt's still out there, Nick Drusopoulos still out there. We got some newer guys out there. And as we mentioned that, Jack Stevens and Andrew Cosman come in. So it's not totally new yet, but they're still bringing in some newer guys. You got sophomore Liam Riley out there who laid the fantastic hit that ended up ultimately getting you famous, Will, on the internet. So you can thank Liam Riley's big hit for getting you famous.
And we know how physical of a guy Liam Riley is, having that big hit. Varholak going to throw it out to St. Croix on the outside, and he will be wrapped up. Decent gain for the Harbormen will bring up third down. And I mean, you mentioned all these sophomores, they come into the game and they play a huge role. Liam Riley coming in last week and having a massive hit on the seniors of Silver Lake. So he has been a huge piece going forward for this team. Liam Riley definitely look for in the future. His brother Colin, also a phenomenal athlete playing college baseball right now. So the Rileys got some athletic ones over there.
Absolutely, they sure do. If you take a look at that D-line, you'll see number 94. That's Justin Amaral on the D-line on defense right now. So Justin Amaral is playing both O and D-line.
Barholak going to take the snap. He's looking to throw. Time winding down, so he has to run and get the first down. He will slide, and we'll see where they spot it. He looked like he might have been a yard short. No, they're going to give him the forward progress, give him the first down. Something to know with Amaral, he started off the year as a defensive lineman and then had to switch over to offensive guard. So we'll see if they'll move around the offensive line. I guess you could say he's playing his more traditional position right now, but he's gotten the starting nod at that offensive line.
It doesn't really matter where you put Justin Amaral, whether it's defensive lineman or offensive lineman. He's going to get the job done, and he's only a sophomore.
Barholak going to hand up the middle to St. Croix and fall forward for about 2. Second down. Yeah, another huge sophomore for this team who has stepped up massively. And I think we have a player down on the side of Hingham, so that will cue us up to take a break. 40-7, 9:48 remaining in the third quarter. Rams on the opening drive, trying to put a stop to the Harbormen. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
I got my phone. Are we good, Jack? And we are back here at James G. Anderson Field. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Harbormen after the injury timeout. Handoff to St. Croix once again. He'll fall forward close to the first down marker. He's going to be a couple of yards short. It will bring up 3rd down for Hingham.
St. Croix has not been able to do much to this Marshfield defense. That's going to be Keegan Holt again. I believe that's another cramp. That's what it looks like he's motioning to right now.
Well, you got to think, this is the first game in a while these guys have played in conditions where it is this hot. I mean, the past couple of games, go back all the way to Bridgewater Raynham. It was freezing up here. It was very cold. So tough game to adjust to. It's pretty much been fall weather and cold when you're playing these Friday night games. But Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, gets a little bit warmer. These guys have, been out here forever. They were started warming up around 11:45, 12. So they were getting ready for the game.
Yeah, they've been out here all afternoon getting ready to take on this, what you can almost call heat at this point, living up in Massachusetts in October. We're not really used to these 70-degree days.
No, we are not. So I think we're going to take a break here as Holt is still down. We thought he might jump up from the cramp, so we'll take another break here on Marshfield Community Media. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
Welcome back to James G. Anderson Field. Rams getting off the field with that injury. It was Liam Riley, so correction on that. Looks like he was cramping up a little bit. So he will go to the sideline and get looked at. For now, it will be a 3rd down and 4 for the Harbormen. They'll take the snap, hand off to Bailey on the jet sweep, getting to the outside. Plenty of yardage for a 1st down, and Hingham will move the chains.
Yeah, Bailey's quick right there. They were able to catch Marshall kind of off guard there. They ran that play super quickly. They wasted no time getting the snap up.
Good pickup there from number
you can see how much Liam Riley means to this team. He's on the bench right now, and all the guys coming over. Richardson just came over. Got Bongelati over there making sure he's okay. A young guy, and he's going to be a big part of this team going forward. So definitely a kid that they want to make sure is all good. Be 1st down and 10 for the Harbormen. Barholak in the gun. He'll take the snap, hand off to St. Croix, getting up the middle, and that defensive line there to make the stop. Decent gain for Hingham, bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Marshfield's defense trying not to let up totally. Hingham is just about the Marshfield 41. Hingham has done this a couple times. They threw the interception earlier. They had a turnover on downs earlier. Hingham not totally able to convert, but this is not the 2nd time that they've been on Marshfield's side of the field. you looking at the scoreboard, you may think that, but Hingham has had a couple of really good productive drives.
It'll be a 2nd down and 6. Yeah, the Harbormen have put up a bunch of yards, just have been able to convert it into points. Tight end will go in motion to the right. Varholak will take the snap, pitch it to St. Croix on the outside of falling forward. Close to that 1st down marker. I think his knee was down short. We'll bring up 3rd down. We'll see who the spot is here. Talking about it. So they are going to move the chains. He did get the 1st down. And Hingham, once again, continue with the chains on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's another fantastic run from St. Croix. This kid is able to shift around Marshfield's defense. He has not been able to do much today, but he is finally able to break through a little bit because he is a senior captain running back. He knows what he's doing. Marshfield's so used to this running back competition that they've started to slow the running backs down, but that run right there from St. Croix gives Hingham the 1st down.
7:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter action. Rams lead by a lot. They'll take the snap, handoff to the outside, and that one immediately shut down. Charlie Leach comes up from the linebacker position to make the play. Be a tackle for loss. Will be 2nd down. And even Anderson Dalton thinks it's amazing.
The jet sweep that has proved effective mostly of today's game did not fool Charlie Leach of the Rams that time. That was a loss of 5. That's going to make it 2nd and 15 for Hingham on the Marshfield 40-yard line. Great read there by Charlie Leach. He's been so good at this all year.
Great job by Leach. A lot of the starter guys still in for the Rams right now. I mean, you saw Riley come in on the secondary. They brought Leary back in, and Bergameska in at the corner as well. 2nd down and 15. Bailey comes in motion. They'll take the snap. Varholak rolling to the outside. He's going to throw and just chuck this ball out of bounds. Will fall incomplete. We have another Hingham guy down who will bounce right back up. Pass ball incomplete. Will be 3rd down, 6:51 remaining in the 3rd. And I felt like this has been the story all game. Hingham gets a lot of good drives going. They get the push, and they get these drives. They've gotten a lot of yards, but 1 or 2 mistakes, and they end up in a situation like this where it's 3rd and 15, and it's hard to make up that kind of ground.
You said it perfectly. I mean, whether it's a goofy penalty or whether it's one bad play, it sets them up to be just out of field goal range, but just out of punting range. They're just in terrible positions every time once they drive down this field. So you got to wonder if Hingham's going to try to gain some yardage, or if they're just going to try to go for the 1st down right now. Because with a score of 40-7, you don't have too much to lose, as we are going to get a timeout right here.
Yeah, Hingham's not a cakewalk of a team either. They're 4-1 on the year, so they're a better team in the South Shore. Just unable to really string together some points. Not their day so far. 40-7 your score. We got a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break here on MCM. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
Third down and 15 for the Harbormen.
We are back here at Marshfield High. 3rd down and 15 coming up for the Harbormen. Varholak will go empty set. 2 receivers to the left, the tight end there as well, 2 to the right. Blitz coming for the Rams. Varholak has to roll all the way out to the right. Pressure coming. They can't get him on the ground. Varholak, a lot of green grass, but he will finally be wrapped up by the defensive line of Marshfield. Another sack, and it will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he was able to avoid the sack the first 2 or 3 hits, but Dylan Burho able to get him down once the 3rd hit got to him. So that's going to bring out Hingham's punt team. Marshfield's offense is going to get the ball back. And Tor Moss, the now record holder in Marshfield touchdowns, is going to get an opportunity to add more to his record.
Keep extending that lead. It'll be a 4th down, and Hingham has no choice but to punt this one away. It's a 4th down and 17, I believe. So no real choice in this one. Jack Stevens will come back on. And they're ready to punt this one away. Snap is good, and they will boot this one deep. And Rams are just going to get away from it, let it roll down inside the 10-yard line.
Will, this is going to be Nate Rawlinson out there instead of Tor Moss. Tor Moss is out for the rest of this game, so they're going to give Moss a break. Moss able to break the record today. Huge shout out to Tor Moss, now the new Marshfield High School record leader in passing touchdowns, but now it's going to be the youngin, sophomore Nate Rawlinson, in his second straight week, gets his second straight appearance. Let's see what him and this Marshfield offense can do.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the young guy can do. Fakaisen probably getting ready here as well. A lot of the young Rams probably getting ready to check in to this game. And quick update on Liam Riley. He's got shoulder pads off right now, so he is most likely done for the rest of the game.
Sophomore number 16, Nate
And
Rawlinson,
it's announced
catching
on
for
the
Youngworth.
PA. Rawlinson, the sophomore QB, got to put together quite a drive. He's got quite a ways to go. Backed up all the way in, and Fakaisen will be the man in the backfield as well.
So you were right about Fakaisen being another sophomore skill position player in the backfield there.
Rawlinson going to take the snap, hand off to Fakaisen, going up the middle. Fakaisen almost broke it loose. One tackle to beat, and he would have the whole sideline with his speed. Who knows how far that could have gone? It will go for 9 and bring up second down for the Rams.
Yeah, that had potential to be a year-long play for Marshfield's offense, but Fakaisen able to give Marshfield a little bit of breathing room here on 2nd and 3. Let's see if Rawlinson airs it out.
Rawlinson in the gun. He's got Fakaisen to his right, 3 receivers to his right as well.
We got Cole Hannigan in the game, another sophomore, number 20.
Rawlinson going to take the snap, hand off Fakaisen up the middle, who lost the ball, and it will go the other way, so Hingham is going to get it off of a Fakaisen fumble, and the defense for the Rams has to take the field once again.
You know, that's going to happen. When the sophomore offense is out there, it's going to take them a while to get used to. Being a varsity football player in Marshfield is nothing easy, no matter who you're playing against. Hingham able to show Marshfield that they still mean business regardless of the score. Able to force the fumble, get the ball back, and now they're just like that in not only the red zone, but they're in a 1st and goal opportunity on the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that's a huge turnover for the Harbormen. They're going to try and punch this one in. Only 1 touchdown on the day. This will be Varholak. He's got St. Croix behind him. He'll take the snap, hand off St. Croix, getting to the outside, and he has speed, but the Rams will close in, make the tackle, bring up second down.
And something else worthy to make note of is I think we've got more sophomores out there for the Marshfield Rams defense. We got Chris Johnson out there. We've got Will Scott out there. I think Connor Scott is out there as well. We got sophomore Kyle Casali out there. We have a whole bunch of younger defensive guys out there. Number 23, that's Ryan Medeiros. So this Marshfield defense is now studded with these sophomores.
Yeah, pretty much the JV unit in right now for the Rams. Going to hand off St. Croix, trying to get upfield, and a big hit by that secondary of Marshfield. Huge hit. St. Croix can't get anywhere. Jasopoulos comes up to make the hit, and will bring up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Even this younger D-line is still no joke. They're nothing to be messed around with. You guys are currently looking at what could be the future varsity defense.
Oh, yeah. If you're looking for what the Rams will look like going forward, I mean, plug and play these guys in with the juniors that we saw on that defensive unit a little bit earlier. Play clock winding down for Hingham. They got to go quick. It's only 10 left on the clock. And they will break the huddle on a 3rd and goal. It's Varholak. They got to go quick, and yeah, they know it now too. Man goes in motion. Varholak going to take the snap, play action. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Varholak gets out of it, and he makes another move, throwing to the end zone, and that one is a caught, I believe, for a touchdown. What a play by Varholak, breaking the sacks, getting outside, juking everyone out, and he will throw a touchdown pass. A great play by the junior quarterback.
Yeah, junior Alex Herbert unable to make the sack there. Great play by Hingham there, able to get the touchdown. Varholak able to break loose of the sack, get a touchdown, and now Hingham has cut this lead to 27. So we are far away from a running clock here at James G. Anderson.
And that's the biggest thing right now. 40-13, your score. An extra point unit on for the Harbormen. This is Henry Sellers. Snap and hold, both good. He will kick this one through the uprights. It'll be good. And with 3:37 remaining, Harbormen making a 40-14 lead. And, I mean, at this point, they're just trying to stay in the game for as long as they can, it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely. For Marshfield, I wonder if they're going to stick with Rawlinson in this younger offense, or if they're going to maybe throw in the starters for a little bit more to add on that cushion. Rawlinson still has the football in his hands with his full uniform on, so it looks like Rollinson is still going to head back out onto that field. You got to wonder how Marshall plays this, though, if they want to keep running with Fakaizen or if they want to give Rollinson a couple of passes.
I got to think that Tor's probably done for the day.
That's what I would imagine,
Would
too.
be my guess. I don't think they'll put him back in. So it'll probably be Rollinson the rest of the way through. But I think Fakaizen is trading off drives with True right now is my guess, because he is wearing the signal cap on the sideline right now, just as True was when he was in on offense. It'll be interesting to see. I think that they told the kickoff return for the Rams that potential for a onside kick is very high. Yeah, look at this. They caught everyone except, who is that back there? True?
It's True and Fakaizen.
True and Fakaizen. Okay, so there's another number 7. Excuse me on that. There's 2 number 7s, and they will just squib this one out. D'Antonio just going to, oh, I thought he fair caught it. Wait, he fair caught it. How is this still going? D'Antonio going to the outside, and he's got tons of space. D'Antonio to the 20, the 10, all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshfield.
I gotta be honest with you, Will. I'm really confused at what has just happened. I was also assuming that the fair catch was called by D'Antonio, but regardless of that, what a great run from D'Antonio.
Yep.
He started off on the right side of the field towards us, able to make his way all the way to the left side laterally, and then able to run straight down the sideline into the touchdown. And just like that, the lead is back up to 37.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a pro Marshfield guy all the way to the end. You know, grew up here, always going to be pro Marshfield on this broadcast. But I thought for sure he fair caught that ball. I guess official didn't see a signal. And D'Antonio, I mean, credit to him. He just kept running. Play doesn't stop till the whistle's blown.
Yeah, and that's another great play for him to add onto the stat sheet. Around 70-yard kick return touchdown. Was that the first kick return touchdown of the year?
It was.
I believe that was, right? We've had a couple punt returns, but this was the kick return touchdown. So D'Antonio getting in the first kick return touchdown of the year for the Marshfield Rams. You love to see that.
Big
As
huge.
Gio Joseph was a professional at this last year.
I was gonna
Charlie
say.
Carroll had his fair share of his as well. Jake D'Antonio able to add on to that list.
And D'Antonio had to step into that role as brilliant with a good hold. Drossopoulos with a great kick through the uprights and good. So up the lead to 48-14 for the Rams. And blink and you miss it.
Yeah, honestly, it's a couple of these drives have happened very quickly. You've had both of them have happened to D'Antonio. Moss aired it out to D'Antonio for the touchdown. D'Antonio had a kick return for a touchdown. D'Antonio getting this offense off quickly. Unfortunately, the defense is probably not too big a fan of that.
It's yeah, I mean it's crazy to see. D'Antonio probably has close to 100-something total yards. As quick MCM shout out on the scoreboard. We love that.
Yeah, huge shout out to whoever's on the scoreboard right now shouting out MCM. And if you're watching this, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys being here.
Of course.
We got it's hard to ignore that we got a lot of traction on social media this week. So hopefully we got people flocking into the broadcast, watching the Rams put up a dominant performance. We got a new kicker.
That's Ronstan Cavish, the
There we
senior.
go. So he's been punting for this team, but with Drossopoulos playing more in the secondary right now in the blowout, want to bring in Stan Cavish, and he will get ready to kick this one away for the Rams, who lead 48-14, 3:23 remaining in the third quarter, that is.
Good kick from Ronstan Cavish.
He'll be fielded deep. This is O'Brien trying to make a return, getting to the outside, breaks one tackle, and the Rams will finally wrap him up. And the offense for the Harbormen going to try and make something happen with 3:15 remaining.
Yeah, it's another missed tackle there from Alex Herbert. Hingham's going to set up just shy of the 30-yard line. Let's see if Marshfield's defense can get Hingham off the field quickly and put this offense right back out there. Or excuse me, not even right back out there. Marshfield's offense hasn't gone out in quite a while. Let's see if they can get Marshfield's offense on since the turnover.
Exactly. Marshall hasn't been on since they fumbled that ball away. Only a couple plays. Drossopoulos will be taken out, and another new face entering. I don't even have a 35 on my roster, so we will try and get word of who that is.
Yeah, we'll find out who 35 is, assuming he makes a play.
Roholak going to take the snap, roll out to the right, throw, and he's got a receiver upfield for a first down and more, and Hingham will move the chains.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there from Chris Johnson. Hingham able to move the chains. Marshall's defense, let's see if they can kind of regroup themselves together, because remember, this is a whole new defensive lineup out here right now against Hingham's starting varsity offense. So this could be a great look for Marshfield's defense if they can get some stops here.
Yeah, you got new guys in there. You got Herbert. You've got Will Scott, as you mentioned, a bunch of new guys.
You got both of the Scotts. You got Connor Scott in there at the
Yep.
D end. You got Will Scott in there.
They're going to hand off up the middle, St. Croix, and he's going to fall forward for a big gain on the first down. Getting about 6, be 2nd and 4.
St. Croix with the run tackle made.
Yeah, St. Croix starting to have his way a little bit with this Marshfield defense. Every run he's got is 6, 7 yards. Occasionally he's got to let's get to 10 piece in there. Marshfield just got to find a way to stop it.
Yeah, it is a JV unit for the Rams who are trying to step up to the task of taking on the varsity guys. 2:40 remaining in the third. They're going to take the snap, handoff. St. Croix once again, and he is stopped short of that first down, I believe. We'll see what they choose to do with the chains.
You are right here. They're going to mark it 3rd and inches. So let's see if Marshfield is going to be able to stop this play right here, which I would assume is a rushing play, but they got to be aware for that play action wide receiver screen because they like to run that a lot too.
So correction on the score. We have, is that 47-14
It is.
right now? So 47-14. I think I said 48. A lot of confusion on the scoreboard.
Close enough.
Yeah, we're close enough. Marshfield's winning by a lot. That's what we know. 3rd and inches for the Harbormen. Varholak going to take the snap, handoff. St. Croix up the middle. Got stopped initially, but he's breaking it to the right outside. Plenty of yardage up in front, and he's finally wrapped down, but he's got plenty of yards for a first down. I believe it was Purcell Padrig on the tackle.
Yeah, that was Padraig Purcell on the tackle there. I think what's important here for Marshfield is they have to adjust to Hingham's O-line because, yes, St. Croix is a problem. He's a very good running back, but this Hingham O-line is no joke. They had their way with Marshfield's varsity D-line a couple of times. So this, these backups kind of got to get used to this Hingham O-line because they're strong.
It's 1st down and 10. Varholak going to take the snap, play action, and he's looking to throw. Air it out deep. That ball almost picked off. A dropped interception, and that was Ryan Medeiros. A chance to pick it off and head the other way. What a play that would have been, but it falls incomplete, 2nd down.
Yeah, that would have been awesome to see from one of these underclassmen. Let's hope he doesn't get too much in his head about that one because sometimes the underclassmen overreact to some of these plays. So let's hope that doesn't have too much a big effect on him. Justin Amaral just checked in for Duncan Eagleson. Duncan Eagleson is another junior who is starting to get some good varsity time as the Rams play these Patriot League games.
Yeah, definitely want to develop, your more young, inexperienced players in these games like that where the Rams have, just dominated the Patriot League. Varholak breaking away from pressure, cutting it upfield, running away, throws that one out of bounds, and Coach Aruka wants a grounding, and I think he might have a case on it too.
Yeah, I was also pretty sure that was going to be intentional grounding, but at the same time, I was also pretty sure that D'Antonio called for a fair catch.
Yeah,
so I guess that's a little payback call. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, fine by me. 3rd down and 10, and the Harbormen, trying to get anything going on offense right now. Again, they have a lot of yardage, just have not turned it into points. Only 1 touchdown on the day. Varholak in the gun, back behind him. He'll take the snap, play action. He's looking to throw to the outside of that ball. Is tipped off, will fall incomplete off of his receiver's fingertips. And with 1:07 left, it will be a 4th down for Hingham.
Marshfield's defense doing exactly what they wanted to do. Forced 3 straight plays of no yardage gained. 4th and 10. Hingham does look like they're going to go for it. Let's see if Marshfield's defense can really prove their worth here on this field and get a turnover on downs to get this offense back out there.
It'll be a 4th down, and offense will stay out because, you got to go for this one. At this point, they have a new back. That's Jack Stocks, the senior, in the backfield, but it's 4th down and 10, even set receivers. Varholak has pressure coming. He has to step up, and he's going to throw this one up. Knocked away. Incomplete, and it will be a turnover on down for Marshfield. Get a look at that. I think that was number 18, Brian Coveno, on the coverage.
Yeah, that's junior Brian Covino with the stop there. Huge play there. Able to get a turnover on down to this Marshfield offense. Marshfield's defense did exactly what they were supposed to do there. They did their job perfectly.
What a stand by the JV unit, holding them to 4 plays with 10 yardage to go. And they just held up the entire way. A bunch of young guys getting it done for the Rams. 1:02 remaining in the third. And Rollinson will stay out there at quarterback right now, but couple more skill positions in. Fakaisen will stay in. I think Summers in there as well. I actually don't see him quite yet. Number 20, Cole Hannigan in as well. Hannigan goes in motion back and forth. Rollinson going to take the snap, read option. He's going to run it himself. Rollinson trying to get upfield, and he will fall forward. Decent gain on the quarterback. Keeper, second down coming up.
And Rollinson, much like Moss, is quite the mobile quarterback with a strong arm. He has a pretty similar build to Moss. If you look at him, he's much taller than anybody else on that field right now.
Yeah.
Rollinson got some height, and he's able to run.
I mean, Marshfield has had an insane run with quarterbacks. They've gone from, what, Jack Masterson? I think they're in between. It was Jackson Finney for a little bit. A lot of different matchups. Then you go all the way, go back to Owen Masterson, then Molander, and now Tor Maas, as this one will be a false start. But Marshall has been on an insane run of having phenomenal quarterbacks back there.
Absolutely. There's just that one quarterback in every class or every other class that's just a hidden gem. Or maybe not even a hidden gem. That's just a gem that Marshfield gets to see and get to use for maybe multiple years.
Now, there's been a ton of great quarterbacks who have come through Marshfield. And Tormas, one of the best in the business of it right now, arguably probably the best guy to play quarterback for the Rams. Suit up. And time will just wind down here. Rollinson not going to snap. And we'll see if Rollinson, when Tor graduates next year, this will be a good look on what he will look like in the future. So that will do it for third quarter of action. Rams lead 47-14, and we will be back after this one.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, and Road to Responsibility.
Hopefully no copyright there, but shout out to the Marshfield band.
First time I've ever heard that one from the band.
Another false start by the Rams, and Aruka is going to start losing it here. I know it's a young unit, but
that's what happens when the young unit's out there. But they got to learn one way or another, because eventually these are going to be the guys that have to get it done here from Marshfield. And you look over to the snack shack over there. You look at all the plaques. You look at the 5 years for Marshfield football, the 5-time champions. This program means a lot.
100%. It will be second down and 14 now for the Rams. Rollinson going to hand this one off for Rollinson, excuse me. I'll get that one down the more we see it.
Yeah, you'll get there. We got Rollinson for Kaizen. I really want to see Rollinson air one out here. I really want the coaches to give Nate Rollinson a shot here.
I want to get a look at him too, because he's going to be the next guy. I mean, unless there's some crazy freshman that comes up and is going to take that job. I mean, or even a freshman for that matter. But for right now, he is the guy for the Rams next year. Tormasa Sr. will be graduated. They're going to need a new guy to step up. And it'll be interesting to see what the Rams offense will look like going forward. Rollinson, hard count, and he dropped the ball. He's going to have to fall on it. Still loose, and I think the Rams able to fall on that one. So a disappointing drive for the Rams. Going to be fourth down and a country mile, and they're probably going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, it's just more of Marshfield's young guys still feeling the pressure of being out on the varsity field, especially during homecoming game. They are going to take the offense off. They actually have to settle in eventually, because this happened last week. They were able to figure themselves out eventually, but
is this the first punt the Rams have had today?
This is the first punt, so this is just
exactly
like last
what it
year.
was last year. Marshfield punted the ball once all year, or once all game, excuse me, versus Hingham last year. Stan Cavish, the punter for Marshfield, back to kick. O'Brien back deep. Stan Cavish gets a good snap, and he will punt this one away. Chance for O'Brien to return it, but he will just let it roll all the way past the 35-yard line. Will settle down at around the 33, and the Harbormen offense with 1:05 running. We got a running clock here. They're going to try and take the field. See if they can get anything done. They got stopped by this JV unit of the Rams last time around.
Yeah, the Rams JV unit gave up a couple first downs, but once they got on Marshfield's side of the ball, Marshfield's side of the field, excuse me, it was just like it has been all game, and they weren't able to convert once they got to that point. Let's see if Marshfield's defense can force maybe a 3-and-out here. That'd be a great look for the defense.
We'll see what the choice is. A lot of guys for the Rams have hung up their hats. A lot of the starting guys, Jack Stevens, Tormas, Luke Richardson, all know that their day over. Molander as well. Varholak going to take the snap. He's going to air this one out deep. He has a receiver. It'll fall incomplete, but a pass interference will be called on the Rams. That was number 24, Ryan Medeiros, in coverage.
That was Chris Johnson on coverage there who's going to get the call. Ryan Medeiros, 23, Chris Johnson, 24. Those two are going to become a quarterback duo in the future, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so many young guys. You got Bongelati graduating this year. So you're going to need to fill that position just as he has for Gio Joseph.
Jameson Bongelati is a junior.
Oh, Jameson's a junior, excuse me. There we go. Tommy is the senior.
Tommy's a senior, yeah.
So they're going to have to step up.
So is Nick Gerard, is also a senior. So that O-line is going to be completely different next year. That's high school football. That's college football.
That's true. I mean, you got some young guys. You're still going to probably have Nicholson and Amaral on that right side.
Oh, yeah. They'll be there for years to come.
And we'll see what the left side does for there with McGowan and Kean. But Bongelati will be a graduating member of that offensive line. But he's also the only senior coming back from previous years. They're going to hand this one off to the outside. This is real, and he'll have enough for a first down until he's pushed out of bounds. Bring up first down for the Harbormen. And 53, Kyle Caselli will come back in the game.
Yeah, a couple of these Hingham old linemen are laying ferocious pancake blocks right now. And now, just like that, the ball is on Marshfield's 40 again. And we know how this goes every time. Let's hope it reigns true once again.
Jameson, Bongelati, and Jake Ekstrom with the hats on right now. And there, you see Marshfield High School, even when you're not playing, you still have a huge role on the field. The senior guy's not in the game, or excuse me, the varsity guy's not in the game. Still calling plays. Varholak going to roll out to the right. He's got a wide open wide receiver, but oh no! Through his hands. That was a touchdown pass. Could not convert. Chase Bailey, the junior, the intended receiver, and Andrew, he had him wide open.
Yeah, that was a gift to this Marshfield secondary. That's about how wide open Jake D'Antonio was at the start of this game.
Yep.
So maybe that kind of lit a fire under Marshfield's butts right there. Kind of got them going right there. Hopefully that kind of alarmed them. I'm for sure that the coaches are aware of this situation. I hope that the players are as well.
Well, it'll be a second down and 10 for the Harbormen. We're down to 7:05 remaining. This game is pretty much coming to an end with the running clock, 47-14. Varholak in the gun. He's going to take the snap, hand off to his running back, Stocks to the outside, and the senior's got a ton of space. He's finally pushed out of bounds, but enough for a first down, and the Harbormen continue to move the chains.
Yeah, Hingham's running game has been the story of today. However, it's mostly been St. Croix with the running. That was Jack Stocks, the senior running back, getting some snaps there for Hingham. And I'm assuming that he's going to stay in. But yeah, that was another good run for him right there. Hingham's running game been dominant this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, it's over. You want to get your senior touches. You know, that's what he's been playing number 2 back to St. Croix, who is the senior captain. So they're going to go 2 back here, most likely the rest of the game. But it's St. Croix in the backfield right now. Varholak going to take the snap. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming, and he's going to be wrapped up and sacked. The whole defensive line, a little bit extra there. Varholak took exception to the sack being thrown there. A little bit of the frustration. No flags thrown. Will Scott, the first one to get the sack. Huge sack for Marshfield. It will bring up second down.
Yeah, they were lucky they didn't get flagged for an unnecessary roughness call there because they were on him for a little extra time after the whistle was blown. They got lucky there, but great sack there from Will Scott. You'll have to see that Connor Scott also came in, able to get the quarterback down right there.
So the Scott brothers are blitzing the backfield here as we got 5:33 remaining in the fourth quarter. Varholak going to take the snap. He's going to roll out to the right with pressure coming. Still rolling out, looking for an open receiver. He's got someone wide open for a first down. That is Bailey. Actually, not a first down, excuse me. It's going to be just short. It'll bring up a third down for the Harbormen.
Now it's time to see what Marshfield's defense is all about. Once again, they're being tested with some adversity here. Got to see if they can get the stop on what looks to be 3rd and 4 on the 23-yard line.
Yeah, the JV unit of the Rams trying to make a stand. They had a big 4th and 10 on the previous drive. Trying to hold strong again. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 coming up for the Harbormen. 3 receivers with a tight end to the right, 1 to the left. And St. Croix behind Varholak, who's going to take the snap, looking to throw. Air this one out deep, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Pressure coming once again for the Rams. That was Justin Amaral, who's been playing O-line. This time he gets home to the quarterback to get some pressure. It'll be 4th down and 4 for Hingham.
You love to see that from Justin Amaral on the D-line, getting it done on both the D-line and O-line. His older brother, Jay Amaral, was an absolute unit on the offensive line quite a couple years ago. On 4th and 4 here, let's hope Marshfield can hold them again, get the offense back out there, and chew the rest of this clock and in this game.
I mean, talk about that old O-line from the Rams back in those years with Masterson. I mean, you had Ross Olinger, you had Jay Amaral on that right side of the offensive line, which was a huge part of that team. And his brother trying to do the same. This is going to be blown dead. And a timeout taken. So with 3:45, I think we're actually going to keep you here because we got running time. I mean, Andrew, this game has been out of reach, it feels like, from the beginning. Rams, first play they have, it was a long D'Antonio touchdown after a 5-yard penalty. Davin True ran that in next. And from that point on, it was all Tormas through the air. He threw a deep ball to Brilliant twice, another one to Luke Richardson for a touchdown, and the Rams offense has been on fire. It was also Luke Leary on the defensive end who recovered a fumble, and a little return 6 for him. Finds the end zone. That's the 3rd time this year a Marshfield defender has scored a touchdown. And the Rams have just been so dominant so far today.
Absolutely. You cannot have asked for a much better day. A scoop and score. We got a couple interceptions as well. Tormas breaking the passing touchdown record, most importantly. And it's homecoming day. It's a great day for Marshfield football.
Oh, yeah. It's been a beautiful Saturday afternoon here. We've had some nice sun. Got a nice cool breeze coming in here. Finally starting to cool it down a little bit. It got really hot up here at one point. And another timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be taken.
Look at the Hingham guys. They're not even running anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame them either. The funniest part about all this is that it's a running clock, too. So we've killed off like 2.5 plays of clock at this point because it continues to run. But Hingham will, after this loss, they will fall to 4-2 overall in a big Patriot League matchup. Marshfield still undefeated in the Patriot League. I believe they are 3-0 when it comes to that. 5-1 on the year. I mean, they have had the tougher schedule. Marshfield has been on fire this year. I mean, they've had to play some really tough games. Methuen, Mansfield, but they have answered the call. 4th down will finally be played out now. Varholak going to take the snap. He's looking to throw to the outside. That ball tipped away and almost picked off. They almost had another one. Great coverage by the Rams again. I believe that was Chris Johnson on the coverage, and he's going to get hugged by the guys on the sideline. Coming in, making a great play. Ryan Medeiros also in to almost pick that one off.
That was Ryan Medeiros' 2nd time almost grabbing an interception. I guarantee you, once he gets his first pick, he's going to look back at today and thank himself for doing it today that he can secure it later on. With a minute left, you got to imagine Marshfield's offense heads out, goes into victory formation, closes this game out. It's been a great win.
Probably be it. Last year, Marshfield only punted one time. Same thing this year, and it was dominant for the Rams all phases of the game. D'Antonio had a kick return touchdown as well, and he's got a ton of all-purpose yards. And they got to bring everyone in right now. They're telling these guys, you got to get in when we take the victory formation, and they're going to take a knee. I think Rollinson needs to take one more, and then we'll be ready to get out of there. So happy Saturday and happy homecoming to all of the Marshfield High students who will be attending tonight. That should be a fun one, and it was a great experience here. As Rollinson will take one more knee, and the time will wind down, and that will do it. Final score here from Marshfield High, 47-14, Rams will advance to 5-1 on the season. And Andrew was just dominant all game long for the Rams.
Yeah, from the get-go, as you've mentioned, Marshfield instantly putting points on the board. 3 minutes in, the score was 19-0. That tells you everything you need to know about how today's game went. Marshfield, pure dominance over the Hingham Harbormen today, which as a Marshfield fan, you absolutely love to see, considering this big rivalry that these two towns have in every sport.
100%. Marshfield going to have some guys coming back. Aiden Nicholson injured, Charlie Carroll and Cole Summers both activated, did not play, but they're going to get inducted into this offense very, very soon with some pieces coming back. For now, that will do it for us here on Marshfield Community Media. Rams win 47-14. Thank you for joining us. I'm Will Nicholson alongside Andrew Youngworth, Jack Doherty on the camera, Sean Leary back in the studio. We appreciate you for joining us here, and until next time, go Rams!
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. And Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.